Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets will be in action tonight. They'll be looking for their sixth win in a row when they take on the Devils in New Jersey. Coverage starts at 6:30 right here on The Fan with opening face-off at 7. Ohio State men's basketball team will have its first McDonald's All-American in 12 years. Ohio State signee Anthony Thompson was selected Monday to play in the 2026 McDonald's All-American game. He will be the first Buckeye to play in the game since D'Angelo Russell in 2014. And the top 25 college basketball last night saw a thriller in Lubbock as Kansas beat Texas Tech. Ohio native Darren Peterson hit 2 clutch threes at the end of the game to help lift the Jayhawks over the Red Raiders, 64-61. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss, improving health, eating better, losing weight. Have you started your New Year's goal? Visit awaken180weightloss.com.
Breakfast time!
Hello, welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis. Can I take your order?
Just want a little breakfast.
Hey, you want some crabs? Because I got some of them.
Get ready to drive through the intersection of football, food, and fun. Featuring producer Dylan.
Who are the 5 best rappers of all time?
Special guests.
You serious?
And you. Wake up.
For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Hope your Tuesday is off to a good start. I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning. Go to hell. Tyvis, how are you?
Wagwan yet?
Wagwan. Doing great. It's another day, another dollar of Wagwan around here, as I always say. Yeah.
Wagwan.
So, lots to get to today. We will talk to Jean-Luc Grandpierre coming up in the 7 o'clock hour about the red-hot Blue Jackets, who, by the way, have a little illness they're dealing with right now. Saw this.
Bug.
Kirill Marchenko is feeling under the weather. So he did not travel tonight to New Jersey. He didn't travel tonight. He didn't travel to New Jersey. They play tonight, as you heard Dylan say in the update. So
he started his Olympic break a couple days early.
Well, no, I think tomorrow they're back here. The whole goal is to try to not get the whole team sick, I guess, because, they just don't want to do that. They want guys to be healthy for these last couple games.
They would hate me, man.
Why? Oh, because, you would never take a day off. You would show up coughing in people's faces.
I wear a mask.
Oh, yeah?
I wear a mask.
So I was watching college basketball over the weekend. I believe I was watching Colorado, Kansas State, but I'm pretty sure this was the game I saw, where a dude from Colorado is literally at the free throw line, and he's just coughing his head off. Like, clearly was, trying to fight through something. But he literally is at the free throw line, and he did this, okay? He looks, he's like, blah, 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 like into his hand, and then he puts the hand up, and the referee throws the ball hits the palm of his hand. I was just like, ew, cough into your elbow, man. Do this, cough in the, just put it in the crook of the arm.
Hand sanitizer.
Oh,
Wash your hands thoroughly.
So then what happens? He shoots the ball. The next guy picks up the ball, passes it, wipes his face. Now he's got whatever that dude had, and it's just like, no wonder. It's amazing that entire teams don't get ill and just miss the 3 games because of sports.
Was he the best player on their team?
I don't remember. I barely watched. The only thing I remember for that game was that it was at Colorado. A dude was coughing his head off, and then the Kansas State unis were disgusting.
They're trying to make the tournament. They got to win these marquee games.
Yeah. Who are we talking about? The Buckeyes? Because that's true. That is a fact.
Listen.
Well,
the Buckeyes is making a comeback.
That'd be good. When is that going to start?
This week.
Okay, good. I'm happy for that. That's good
this
for them.
Week it's gonna
That's
happen.
Exciting. Yeah.
I don't want to disparage the guys in the afternoon show, but every time I listen to them talk about Ohio State basketball, it's a must-win game. It's a must-win game.
Oh, wow.
This is a must-win game for Ohio State.
Oh.
Maryland? Maryland is, you would think it ain't a must-win. They better win.
They've been saying that every game is a must-win for a month now.
Well, and it is kind of, because it's like, I'm looking at the schedule, and you go try to find the wins that will get you into the tournament. You need some quad 1 wins. I think they have 1 now because one of their wins got bumped up to a quad 1. Maybe
was it Notre Dame.
I think that I have to go. No, I don't think it was that.
West Virginia.
No, it was North. I think it was Northwestern. Actually, I think that was the one.
And they do specifically a lot of times say that the home games are must win, but must win might be the most overused phrase in sports.
It's a must-win
Well,
game.
did you see that there was someone who asked? So yesterday was the press conference, all like the media day for the Super Bowl, right? Was yesterday. So the coaches are out there. Well, at least I don't know. Vrabel was out there. I saw JSN was out there. Roger Goodell gave his like state of the league speech and all that stuff. But somebody, I guess every year, someone goes and asks this question. And they asked it of Mike Vrabel. He said, "Is this Sunday's game a must-win game?"
Oh, that was. I see. No, I see. They asked Drake May, "Do you? What did he say? It was like, do you plan on winning this game or something like that?"
Yeah, sure.
And I'm like, what kind of question is? No, we plan on just coming out here and losing.
Like, I get the basis of it because they're a young team and they probably didn't expect to be here 6 months ago. But once you make it to the Super Bowl, you're Super Bowl worthy, and you're trying to win the game.
Yeah.
Do you plan on winning this game? I seen that question and said, what are we doing?
You know what would have been great is if Drake May had looked him dead in his eyes and said, "No."
It's Hot Take Tuesday!
No, we didn't plan on winning. We actually were coming here just for fun.
Just having a good time.
Thought we'd go check it out, go to the hotel, go to the parties, and then lose by 30.
You know,
that's the goal.
The thing about the Super Bowl, especially when you like that young, is that you need to win. You need to do all that you can to win that game because there's no guarantee that you'll be back, like at all.
Hang on.
It happened with Dan Marino. It's happening with Joe Burrow. Like you would just think, like, oh yeah, they're definitely gonna be back. And
The parallels between Joe Burrow and Dan Marino are actually disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say that.
Because of the timing that they went to the Super Bowl,
Yes.
the amount of yardage they put up,
Yes.
comparatively to their peers, and then I don't know.
The only difference is that Dan Marino had Don Shula and Joe Burrow has this bum, Zach Taylor.
I was going to say, at least there you had a guy who's a Hall of Fame head coach versus a guy who I don't think would be coaching as an offensive coordinator if it wasn't for the fact that he had Joe Burrow. So, there's that.
If they finish last or second to last in the division, he's gone. You can't. Like,
No.
There's no way. You can't keep doing this. Zach Taylor, the only returning coach of the AFC North.
He's clearly the best one, Tyvis. That's what this tells us.
Sure. Yeah, that's right. He's going to be the most senior coach in that division. Like as far as the time with his team, not age-wise, but he's going to have the most time with his team. He's going to be the most tenured head coach in the AFC North until he gets fired because all these guys are coming after him and he's been there. What has he been there now? 6 years at least?
6 years too many.
Well, isn't it? Like, because I think he was there before Burrow, right? And Burrow was 2019 draft, 2020 draft. Like, I'm just saying, like, the guy's been there for a long time. We're heading into 2026 football season. So, like, yeah, he's got a 6-year head start on everybody. He's going to be the most tenured guy there.
He got hired February 4th, 2019. So it's about to be his 7th
there you go.
year anniversary of getting hired.
And so they've been wanting him fired for about five of it.
Now,
honestly, the first year after the Super Bowl, I was already done with them.
That's messed up. The only coach I felt like that about was what's the guy that used to coach the Bucks? What is his name?
Tony Dungy?
No, not the Buccaneers. The Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh. Yeah, that's what it was.
Mike Budenholzer.
Yeah, that's it. Oh man, I was done with him. Y'all should have seen me. I used to cuss him out every day.
Silly me. We were talking about NFL coaches. You're like the guy who coached the Bucks, and I'm like, oh yeah, you mean like Tony Dungy or John Gruden? It's like no, Mike Budenholzer, Milwaukee Bucks. Clearly. Thank you for that. It is a Hot Take Tuesday. You can tweet us yours at Bone and Tyvis 971. You can also put them in our YouTube chat. Go to YouTube 971 The Fan. Click on T-Bone and Tyvis, and you will be in the chat there with Rusty and many others. I want to start us off by here's my little quick Hot Take Tuesday. This is very simple. I don't even think this is a hot take. Abolish the Pro Bowl. We don't need it.
You're not watching it tonight?
It's an email. Just send out an email that says these guys made the Pro Bowl. I don't need to have 18 people get elected to the Pro Bowl from one position because everyone turned you down. So now half the league has a Pro Bowl thing. Like at some point, when like literally 20 guys are going to say, I was a Pro Bowl quarterback in the last 3 years. And most of those guys should never be considered Pro Bowl quarterbacks. Come on. Like that's stupid.
You seen the people turn it down? CJ?
Yeah,
Justin
CJ
Fields.
CJ Stroud and Justin Fields. Now, both of them said, I'm not going to do it because I want to work on my off-season program. I want to work on, which I mean, fine, but like you'd literally show up and be there for 2 days. You would throw like 5 passes in a flag football game, sign some autographs, call it a day. That would that just shows you how little of an honor this is for most people. That even those guys would be like, yeah, this is laughable. And Justin Fields going would get mercilessly. You thought the Shador hatred was bad. Justin Fields would get like booed out of that building. No offense to him. It just sucks.
They ruined the Super Bowl because it's in San Fran. Like, take it back to Hawaii.
No. They want to because they know that no one will go to it if it's a standalone event because of what they've watered it down to.
You'll make a vacation out of it.
No, but not for this. You're going to take a vacation to Hawaii. You won't go to vacation on Hawaii just because. You're going to go.
Everybody ain't me.
You're going to go to Hawaii to watch flag football from like. Here goes.
I'm not.
Here goes like
they need to make the game again.
Snoop Huntley and Shador Sanders are your starting Pro Bowl quarterbacks. Like I'm not. That's not what it is this year. But I'm saying those are guys who've been Pro Bowlers in the last couple of years. Hey. You telling me that's going to draw people to be like, honey, cancel everything, take the kids out of school. We got to get to Hawaii for the Pro Bowl.
It's amazing how All-Star weekend in basketball and football. Because I think hockey, they still is good because the Four Nations thing was great.
Well, Four Nations thing is totally revitalized.
Well, see, ain't the NBA doing like a
they're trying. They want to copy the Four Nations thing, which is stupid.
We'll see. How
about you get stars to be in the dunk competition, not guys I have to Google every time? Like they announced a couple of dudes that are going to be in the dunk competition, and I was like, I don't know who these guys are. And I've watched some NBA. Like I'm not the biggest NBA fan, but like I do watch a decent amount of it. And I had to go Google these guys. Like Mac McClung, at least, isn't going to be in it this year, whatever his name is. The dude who's like a G Leaguer.
Oh, they announced who's doing it?
Announced, a couple guys announced that they were doing it.
I haven't seen this.
And Mac McClung, though, is one of the ones. He was the guy that was like barely in the league that kept winning it every year. He's not doing it this year. So,
Bone, you kind of brought it up. People want to talk crap about the Browns' inability to evaluate the quarterback. They had 3 Pro Bowl quarterbacks in their camp this year. They had Snoop Huntley, they had Joe Flacco, and they had Shador Sanders.
Did they have Snoop in camp this year?
Yeah, didn't he play some preseason snaps, Tyvis?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot all about that.
You don't remember that in the Rams, the last preseason game against the Rams, they took Shador out in a 2-minute drive and put Snoop Huntley in, and it was a big uproar.
Name another team that had 3 Pro Bowl quarterbacks on their roster, Browns fans. Stop complaining.
Well, I mean, the Bengals had 2. One of them was the same guy who was on the Browns roster, Joe Flacco. But
Jackson Hayes and Carter Bryant are the 2 known participants in the dunk contest.
Okay, Jackson Hayes, I do know, who's he's a younger player. Right, this is bad. This is bad. That's your fix right there. Get some stars to be in it. Now that all the dust is settled on the transfer portal, how did Ohio State do? We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Tuesday morning to you. We are noticing some major slowdowns over on the west side after a crash on 70 westbound. It's just passing Hilliard Rome Road south and right before that State Route 142 area by West Jefferson. The right lane is blocked involving 2 semis. If you can, take West Broad Street to get you around it and hopping back on 70 westbound in that direction. We also have a crash over by Upper Arlington, 315 southbound and Ackerman Road. 2 right lanes are currently blocked, but not looking too bad when it comes to delays or traffic out there. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. You don't want to start the new year off hurting. You don't want to start off the new year getting surgery. You don't want to start off the new year dealing with trying to plan something out into the future. What you want to do is get healthy. So what you want to do is go to my friends over at QC Kinetics. Dr. Tesner and his team, the medical pros at QC Kinetics right here in Columbus, they can deliver regenerative treatments that actually help your body repair the areas that are causing you pain. Those achy knees, hips, back, shoulders, whatever it is, they can help you get ready. So instead of those invasive operations, it's going to sideline you all of the early year. Go check out our friends at QC Kinetics and see if they can help you today. Imagine moving better, being stronger, planning your year, doing what actually you want to do. So don't wait. Call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. They have offices located in Dublin and Gahanna, and they're ready there for your free consultation. So go check them out today.
College. A time to broaden the mind, question, learn. A time to challenge the status quo. And eat a ridiculous amount of pizza, which you can buy with your Huntington Bank debit card with the Ohio State University logo. Huntington Bank is proud to be the official consumer bank of The Ohio State University and the unofficial bank of pizza. Let's go Bucks! Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Save big money at Menards and stock up on your favorite Procter & Gamble products. We carry quality products from brands you can trust, like Dawn, Tide, Bounty, and more. Keep your home clean and stocked with essentials like paper towels, toilet paper, dish soap, and more. Save big money on Procter & Gamble products now through February 8th. Plus, check out our weekly flyer for other great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Columbus, are you hungry? Well, it's a good thing Uber Eats has the best deals at all your favorite local restaurants. Like this great deal at El Vaquero. From now until March 31st, you can get a buy one, get one free quesadilla deal, all on the Uber Eats app. That's good for me, but I need to figure out what everybody else is going to eat. So next time you're craving a great meal, don't overthink it. Just get on the Uber Eats app and save big with a great deal. Order now only on Uber Eats. Terms apply. See app for details.
All your favorite and least favorite fan shows are available wherever you get your podcasts. Just type in 971 The Fan to the search bar and hit that subscribe button. It's free.
We're the land of the free and the home of the sunburnt, freckled fat guy.
Do it now.
Ohio has over 920,000 diabetics. If you are a diabetic, take a step in the right direction by having your feet checked routinely by a podiatric physician, the most qualified doctors to care for your feet. Adding a podiatrist to your healthcare team can help you better manage the effects of diabetes on your feet. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Do you have an oak tree in your yard? The Ohio Chapter International Society of Arboriculture is committed to advancing responsible tree care practices while preventing a fungal disease called oak wilt. They remind those who own and manage oak trees the best time to prune is November to early March. To find out more, there are over 1,000 qualified tree experts in Ohio. To find an ISA-certified arborist in your area, visit trees4ohio.org. That's trees, the number 4, ohio.org.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Cloudy skies to start and milder than we've been, with wake-up temperatures in the upper teens to 20s. And then as we go into the afternoon, scattered snow showers mainly south of I-70. Otherwise, mostly cloudy with temperatures just under the freezing mark. For tonight, mostly cloudy with lows into the single digits. And then for Wednesday, mostly sunny skies with daytime highs in the mid to low 20s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
There's nothing Bo Bishop can't do well, except find competent co-hosts. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan. One of these guys still believes he can play in the NFL. It's T-Bone. He says it's because of his low center of gravity. He's dumb. This is Bone and Tyvis.
Shout out to Reflog McNeil on Twitter. He said, because we talked about how the Browns had 3 Pro Bowl quarterbacks on the roster.
Oh, I just thought about it.
Well, because he said we had said it was.
I know y'all ain't talking
we
about.
said Joe Flacco. We saw Joe Flacco, Shador Sanders, and then Snoop Huntley was also in the mix there with the Browns in the preseason. Reflog pointed out they had 4.
Yes. Ironically.
Not 3, because he said, y'all forgetting the elephant in the room.
Ironically. 4.
4. It's
not 4. It's 4.
Deshaun Watson was a Pro Bowler at one time. Thanks for that, Reflog. And I'm excited for him to be back as a starter with the Browns organization. He is the reason why I have not purchased any Browns gear since they signed Deshaun Watson. So, yeah. Good job by all of them.
He's in Italy right now, so
good. He can stay there.
He's according to their TikTok. They contemplating it.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So I saw this list. This came out a few days ago. We haven't talked about it. ESPN ranked the best players in the college football transfer portal. Okay, The number one player. Now, these are all like rankings that have been kind of out there. People rank these guys when it was like they were all unsettled. But now all the dust is kind of settled on the transfer portal class, right? So Brendan Sorsby, number one transfer, according to ESPN. Number one guy in the portal, baby.
The $5 million man.
Sure. The quarterback from Cincinnati, who's now transferred.
No, that can't be.
I'm not.
That
They have him listed as the number one guy in the portal. He is going to Texas Tech. Sure. I laugh too.
Hey, you know what though? I liked his game at Indiana, so I'm not gonna say too much. I did. That's wow.
Well, they better hope he's good at Texas Tech, because the quarterback they had this year, like, we thought he was good, then he played a real team, and suddenly he looked terrible.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Cam Coleman, the wide receiver from Auburn who transferred to Texas, was the number 2 guy in the class.
I forgot he transferred to Texas.
Yeah. Then you had Sam Levitt, number 3. He's the former Arizona State quarterback who's very good. Going to LSU. He's, I'm sure, all getting paid. I personally would take Sam Levitt over Brandon Sorsby, but to each their own on that.
I got to watch some more Levitt film, but
should have hit the horn on that one.
What do you? Oh yeah, I guess I could. It's fine. It's a hot take Tuesday, in case you've forgotten. Jordan Seaton, offensive tackle, who was the big, he went to Colorado for a couple years, and then he was like, never mind, I forgot. I'm like the best player in college football as an offensive tackle.
They offensive line struggled.
Not him. Actually, I think did he play? Yeah, he is a sophomore. He's got 2 more years, I think. Anyway, he transferred to LSU. Darian Mensah, quarterback from Duke, now going to Miami after that lawsuit got settled. So he is transferred to Miami. Princewell Umanmielen, my guy from Ole Miss, going to LSU, edge rusher there. Jacarius Peak, tackle from NC State, going to South Carolina. That's number 7. Mateen Ibirogba, defensive tackle from Wake Forest, going to Texas Tech. Damon Wilson, the second edge rusher from Missouri, who I coveted for Ohio State. He's going to Miami. Damn. And Drew Mestmaker, quarterback from North Texas, who is following his head coach, who is now going to be leading Oklahoma State, who's, I forget his head coach's name, but he went from North Texas to Oklahoma State. It was thought Mestmaker would do the same, and he is. Going down the list, keep looking. I didn't name any Buckeyes there. I didn't name anybody who's like a transfer out Buckeye in the top 10 who's going somewhere else, so that's good. But also, I didn't name any transfers in from all these other schools getting Ohio State getting one of these guys. As I keep going down the list, again, they ranked all the best prospects here, and I don't have an Ohio State player on this list, unfortunately. Not until we get down, I think in the 30s, I think is where we have an Ohio State player. I'm actually trying to get there now to double check that suspicion, but this is what I try to tell people when we talked about the transfer.
James Smith, 32.
There we go. That's the dude from Alabama, right?
Correct.
Defensive lineman? Yeah.
The tackle.
Correct. Yep.
Right behind Dylan Raiola and DJ Lagway, which I do. I mean, come on. Like, DJ Lagway, did you all watch him play? This man should not be ranked in the top anything. I don't know what we're talking about.
Wasn't he like the number 1 quarterback coming out?
Yes,
he had a ton of hype
Billy
on him.
Napier's job for a year because they grabbed him. And
he had a ton of hype, and then he never has lived up to it.
Who took the Florida job?
Oh,
John Summerall?
Yeah.
From Tulane?
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Because there were 2 guys. There was, who was he? James Madison guy, Bob
I almost
Chesney.
said Pat Summerall, but no.
drunk. Anyway, like, the point is, I just want to highlight when some of us were questioning some of the portal moves. These are just rankings. These are based off of guys who look at computer screens all day and make their rankings. I just want to point out that this is where some of us who paid attention to some of these rankings and some of this thought and watched college football intently, not just Ohio State, said it's a little concerning that Ohio State didn't have bigger name guys coming here. However, Ohio State's argument to that is we don't need to bring in a bunch of guys. We have a bunch of dudes we retained. The retention is what's going to save us, not the transfer portal. Okay. I hope that's right. And I hope that the freshmen that they add in too, some of those guys that they get, like, it seems like they're very high on Legend Bay. Like, not as an offensive weapon. He's a guy who, I mean, he's not a very big guy, but he's quick. He is supposedly like, electric. So sure, I hope they find a role for him to get on the field, stuff like that. If you get guys like that to pop early, then it doesn't matter that you didn't get some of these guys in the portal. But it's just a point to note here. Miami seems to have a lot. Texas Tech seems to have a lot. LSU seems to have a lot in the portal. Those teams seem to be trying to really gear up in the portal.
Do you fret?
have you met me? Look at me. This is fret eating right here. Is what I've done.
Let me ask you this.
That's all fret, my friend.
Does Ohio State not deserve the benefit of the doubt?
In what way?
Coming off of last season. I mean, a lot of people felt the same way. You was losing a lot. And everybody was like, how are they going to do this? How are they going to replace it? And they found a way to do that necessarily.
Yeah, I would actually, this is going to sound weird. This, in fact, you know what? It's almost going to sound like a hot take. I think they lost more on defense this year than they did the year before.
Oh, man.
I mean, go look at where Jack Sawyer got drafted. Go look at where a lot of these dudes, JT Tuimoloau was like a third-round pick.
Was he a third or second?
I think.
I think he was a third.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, we're talking about that team that won a national championship, to be fair, and they played awesome, and everything about that
was a second
team
round.
was special. Okay, fine. Where are the guys they're losing off this defense going? We got a mock draft we're going to talk about
you got potentially
in the 8 o'clock
4
hour.
of them going in the first round?
Well, I'll just talk about it now. We can talk about it later, too. But here's what I've got. The latest mock draft I saw from, I think this is Matt Miller from ESPN who did this. Arvell Reese going 2, which every mock draft has him going 2. Carnell Tate, who's offense, of course, but he's going 5. Caleb Downs, they've got going 7th. Sonny Styles, they've got going 12th. Cade McDonald, they got going first pick of the second round. Like, that's 4 guys I just named. Forget the Carnell Tate thing. 4 guys I named off this defense that are going essentially in the first round or first pick of the second round.
It's not set in stone yet.
It's not. But was that what was being mocked up last year? No, not for those guys. It wasn't. It was definitely not.
Who was the best player on that defense last year that got drafted?
Oh, that's a good question. Because was
JT the first defensive guy?
I don't know if it was him. I feel like that might be right. I can't remember where Jack Sawyer got drafted.
In the first round.
Way later than that.
Okay. Yeah, right. You're right.
Because the first round was offensive. Mecca, Donovan.
Yeah, they lost. They lost a lot off the offense. To be fair, like on that side of it, and I don't know that we can say it all got like we thought it.
They ran a slower pace of offense.
We sure did. Didn't want to have the ball in their hands as much.
But the defense was dominant. Maybe it flips. Maybe.
I hope so.
Maybe the offense is dominant.
I hope so. It'd be nice if you get them both to align at the same time.
No, when you do that, you're talking national championship.
That's what we're looking for.
They spent a lot of the time replacing the defense in the portal, did they? They best guys as defensive players.
They didn't. You're saying this year they? Yeah. Okay. But last year, how did they replace all those guys on defense? They didn't go in the portal. I mean,
they had
Caleb Downs from the portal, but he was already on the team. But like a lot of those guys came up and just were better, and they're banking on. A lot of that's why this portal class, I think it's 6th overall. That's fine. But they're looking at this defense. Ohio State's coaches are looking at this year's team and saying, we're just going to replace a lot of the talent on this roster with guys we already have. And they went out in the portal and they spent, but like I said, they didn't get the top end guys. They didn't get the guys who are believed to be the best available.
Going into it, we thought
they had to fill a lot of places.
They finished 5th according to 24/7.
All right. That's still good.
5th. Yeah.
I mean, you kind of brought it up earlier, T-Bone, but it's like, where would Julian Sain rank in the portal? Where would Jeremiah Smith rank in the portal? Where would Jermaine Matthews, Kanata Jackson, where would those guys rank if they jumped in the portal, but they kept those guys?
Yeah, that's fair. And that is accurate. And if they do that, certainly, if it's as good as the group they retained last year on defense, if some of the guys they retained this year also play that well, then you're right. We won't have any issues next year. But I don't know that you can always guarantee. I would just like to take the biggest swing in the portal every single year. I'm more about that in this current age of college football.
To me, the Matt Patricia and the defensive coaching staff has to earn their check this year.
Oh, they're going to have to earn it. That is very true. A couple of big-time coaches are having a war of words. You'll hear what they said in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Noticing a few crashes downtown. The first one's going to be 670, that westbound ramp. As you head towards Goodale Street, expect some lane closures. We also have one not too far away. The right shoulder is blocked on 670 eastbound, just passing that 71 southbound intersection. And not too far away, a ramp affected. Expect lane closures on 71 north to 670 east because of yet another incident. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Breathe. You got this. You got this.
In the moments that truly matter, what do? Rise to the occasion. Ohio Health. It's time.
Truck drivers, are you tired of your pay not matching your experience? At Schneider, our truck driver pay is designed so your years of service directly translate to higher earnings. Plus, longtime drivers qualify for larger sign-on bonuses and a larger selection of driving jobs. Pick from dry van, intermodal, tanker, and dedicated opportunities. Ready to be rewarded for your hard work and expertise? Find the right driving job for you at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Get your furnace fixed fast. Call Care Heating and Cooling, 1-800-COOLING.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. Great cars, great deals, Great Lakes. GLakesHyundai.com.
1, 2, 3. Here in the Van is always football o'clock. Proud to be your home of the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. The Fan. In terms of the Waffle House menu, Tyvis covered and smothered his opponents. Meanwhile, T-Bone is a chunk of hash who's often covered in gravy.
I'm not sure what that means either.
This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
You can hop in the YouTube chat and let us know what you're thinking. It is a Hot Take Tuesday. Go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on T-Bone and Tyvis. This one comes from Alex, who said, Hot Take Tuesday, AirPods were the best invention of the last decade. AirPod greater than all the other Apple products.
I don't think I disagree.
I have, I loathe in-ear, like earbuds.
If
I
you
can't
lose
I
one,
can't.
it's the end of the. You don't like you like over the head.
No. Well, I do. I mean, I work in the. Look at what I wear here. I wear these giant. This is what I prefer because I don't like having something stuffed in my ear.
I learned that Common Man is deaf too.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
I mean, but he's worked in this business for 25 plus years. So
I could tell that either Tim or whoever is doing the Buckeye show is not because the headphone volume is turned down. Like that's how I like it.
Yeah, it's very.
With Common Man, it's literally.
Tyvis, in 5 years, you'll be partially deaf too. Radio does it to you. But me and T-Bone also have music radio backgrounds, which probably accelerated the deafening process.
What are you talking? Do you understand? First of all, you don't because you're in an urban community.
Mm-hmm.
I used to stay in the car with like 2 12s in the back, cranked all the way up, and like that's just how we rode.
I used to have 2 10s in the back in high school.
So what are you talking? If I didn't go deaf off of that, ain't no way.
It's different when the sound is right next to your ears.
I was in the back seat.
No, it's not. It's not
I was
the same.
in the back seat,
Also,
vibrating.
Tyvis, I've been to rock concerts where I could have gone deaf after one of them, and I mean I've been to hundreds of them. Like I'm promising you, I'm losing my hearing just because of this business. But yeah, music radio, you go to a lot more of those type of events where you just, unless you have ear protection in, which I started doing now when I go.
Oh
yeah, I put earplugs in now.
I don't believe in protection.
Leave that one alone. Rusty said,
hey man, you out of control.
Rusty said,
I got a kid out of wedlock, Tyvis.
I think I have one. I'm gonna have one out of wedlock and 2 not. So there we go.
Yeah, but you married her eventually, so you ride it.
Yeah, sure.
I will not be doing that.
You never say never.
Well, hey, Hot Take Tuesday. Rusty in the chat said, if the Browns put a Mr. Heroes in the stadium, would it be A, the busiest place all game, or would it be B, the emptiest? Mr. Hero's awesome. Who doesn't like Mr. Hero?
I like Mr. Hero, but you guys hype it up way too much.
Who is y'all?
The Roman burger? You don't like a Roman burger?
I like a Roman burger, but it doesn't deserve the hype that it gets.
Who else has that? Like 3 burger patties with lunch meat on it? Come on.
So the reason Rusty's bringing this up is because I'm going to Cleveland today, and one of my friends told me to, because he was talking about getting a chicken Philly from Mr. Hero.
Okay.
And I said, I've never gotten anything at Mr. Hero's outside of the Roman burger. He said, oh, you sleep. You got to do it. So I said, I might try it out. And my other friend, Chris, who's in the chat, was like, no, you need to get lanes. Don't listen to Los at all. Go ahead, just get you some lanes. So when they seen that. That's why Rusty was like, "Oh, Mr. Heroes." Blah, 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 blah.
Tyvis,
I love Mr.
I have a solution for you. Get one on the way up, one on the way back.
That's
it.
Yes, that's the way to do it.
First of all, hold on. I don't eat like that. Secondly, I don't even think they're open on the way up.
Neither place?
Probably not. I'm getting there at 11. Right. Maybe they might be just opening, but I'll be on the set for 2 hours.
Well, get it on the way back. Get 2 on the way back.
No.
So if you didn't watch this, on Friday night, there was a big game in the Big Ten, Michigan State, Michigan. And that was a barn burner of a game. Michigan won in the Breslin Center, beat Michigan State. I was talking about it yesterday, how much I enjoyed watching that game. Very physical game, though. Very physical. Jeremy Fears from Michigan State had a few different times where he, bumped into players and didn't. Some of it got called, some of it didn't. So Dusty May was asked about this and said, he was asked, should the Big Ten investigate some of these fouls that happened in that game?
I think there are several plays that are very dangerous, and I am incredibly proud of our guys for the responses they had to some of those situations. Incredibly proud for their self-control, their restraint, and their impulse control. I'll leave it at that. But they're not isolated incidents.
I kind of want to go more on that.
The film's there, 40 minutes of it. It's not hard to find.
Dusty May, not a fan of Michigan State fouling his players. Okay, so Tom Izzo, who in this game gave as close to a blow by as you're ever going to get on a handshake from Tom Izzo, barely shook Dusty May's hand. Tom Izzo was asked about these comments. Here's what he said.
Dusty May had some pretty serious criticisms of Jeremy Fears. He said there were a number of dangerous plays in the game, and I'm wondering what your response is to that and sort of what you saw in that game and how Jeremy plays.
I'm not going to get into that. I have no idea, but I do know that I thought there were a couple plays the other way, too, like jumping into a guy and getting a foul when it was a complete joke. This is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. And you know what? Michigan's over. I'm moving on to Minnesota. No insult to you. I don't care what Dusty says. I don't care what they say. I don't care. There were some things Jeremy did. I addressed on him. But him and their point guard were going at it pretty good. That's what happens in games like this. So if anybody did anything dirty, tell them to call me. And I would be more than happy to address it. If it was physical play, that's the way that game's always going to be.
I just love the fact that Tom Izzo, if you don't remember, when Chris Holtmann was here, every time he'd come in here, beat the old man by like 25, and then he'd be like, "You fans don't understand how great you have it with Chris Holtmann. He's the greatest coach ever." And he would build up Chris Holtmann. He's done it with Jake Diebler. It's like, Jake Diebler's a great young coach. I'm going to tell you what. Anyway, it's great beating him by 20. But this guy is great. With Dusty May kicking his ass, now he's like, "Oh, you know what? If he's got a problem with you, you can call me." I want a coach that pisses off Tom Izzo. Not that Tom Izzo pats on the head and is like, "This guy's actually really good. You don't even know how good this dude is."
So you're a fan of Dusty May?
I'm envious of the Wolverines with the hire. And I want a coach that pisses off Tom Izzo. I want a coach that goes at Tom Izzo. I don't want a coach that's shaking everybody's hand and just happy to be here. I want someone like Dusty May who's like, "Yeah, that was wrong, and I'm going to say it with my whole chest. I don't like it. Go look at the film."
I pray that the men's basketball team beats them on Sunday.
Oh, God.
It's going to take some prayer, Tyvis.
God, I would love it. Dude, I would love it. Please do it.
I feel like they could do it.
They could.
You know that 99 out of 100 thing?
Little Giants?
I feel like this could potentially be the one time.
Is that Lloyd Christmas, so you're telling me there's a chance?
I feel like there could be the one time that they could win that game.
Yeah.
I feel it in my bones.
I mean, it's a home game.
In your Rick bonus.
That's right. I got to see what on the money line.
I'll give you some odds.
Hey, go for it. Hey, go for it, man. Because I'll tell you, like, that's exactly the type of win Ohio State needs. Like, it's not one that I'm not.
When they played them when they played them the last time, like, there was a slight hope there. Like, they was hanging with them for a little bit.
Well, I was going to say, there were like 15-point dogs going into that game. It's too early to get a line on that game.
Early in that game, it was like they was in there. You know what I'm saying? And Bruce didn't show up. Bruce had 10 points in that game.
Yeah.
Imagine if Bruce got his normal 20-something points a game. And then with Taysom Chapman playing the way he's playing, like you got something off the bench. Like they could do it. They could.
But do you think Bruce's, quote, normal 20-point game, do you think that actually is normal, or he's going to start coming back down to earth, which he has
I don't
been?
know what his normal is as of January. Like I've said, I believe it when I see it in January. And so far in January,
his last game, he had 2 bad games. The Wolverines game at Penn State, he had 10 and 9.
Yeah, but the last game he started scoring, but it was late, and they weren't really in the game when he started scoring.
It's true. It's true. But
well,
you know what?
Well, then I need.
Well, he's going to wake up.
A big game.
He's going to wake up Thursday. Thursday, they're in Maryland, right? Is that in Maryland? And
yes,
then they're back home for Michigan.
Maryland's
so let's skip both those. Yeah, Maryland, terrible.
As Common Man and Timmy would say,
must win
game in Maryland.
You hate that, which I'm fine with. All right, Morning Wood coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Noticing a few crashes this morning in New Albany. The first one's going to be 161 eastbound, just passing New Albany Road. That right lane is blocked, and you're already down to 14 miles per hour for your travel time. But here's the thing. We have a crash not too far away. It's 161 eastbound, just as you're passing that 62 intersection. So expect some lane closures out there, folks. If you can, take East Dublin Granville Road all the way to Beach Road. Head you back on eastbound on 161. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, it's Bo Bishop here. Valentine's Day is about getting it right. When it comes to jewelry, you don't guess, you go to Diamond Seller. Nearly 80 years of trusted experts, luxury collections, and no pressure. Guy to guy, they make it easy. This Valentine's Day, shop Diamond Seller, Sawmill Road, Easton, or diamondseller.com.
Hey everybody, it's Berm from the Austin and Berm Show on 97.1 The Fan. There are a lot of reasons that we should be working to get healthier and happier in our lives, but one of the unexpected benefits of losing weight, my wife no longer elbows me in the ribs at 2 a.m. I didn't realize how bad the snoring had gotten until it's gotten better. And that's the kind of change I'd hoped to achieve when I lost 35 pounds with Awaken 180 weight loss. 35 pounds down in just 6 weeks and officially under 200 pounds for the first time in 25 years. That number still feels fake when I say it out loud, but it's real. And what's just as real is how good everything else feels. There are no joint flare-ups. I'm moving around a lot better and never feels like a chore. I'm aware of when things feel wrong, and I'm also aware when things feel right. Thanks to my Awaken 180 coach, Mandy, I've learned how to eat, how to adjust, and now I'm heading into maintenance with a plan. That's what Awaken 180 really does. It teaches you how to keep going once the weight is gone. Free support for life with the solution for weight loss. Go to awaken180weightloss.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Columbus, are you hungry? Well, it's a good thing Uber Eats has the best deals at all your favorite local restaurants. Like this great deal at El Vaquero. From now until March 31st, you can get a buy one, get one free quesadilla deal, all on the Uber Eats app. That's good for me, but I need to figure out what everybody else is going to eat. So next time you're craving a great meal, don't overthink it. Just get on the Uber Eats app and save big with a great deal. Order now only on Uber Eats. Terms apply. See app for details.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Door Service. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Over 90,000 five-star reviews don't happen by accident. They happen by putting people first. Fixing your garage doors is what we do. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Door Service today.
Back in the day, if you wanted to listen to the Fan, you turned on the radio, and that was the end of the story. But now, oh baby, stream us live on the Fan app, TuneIn app, iHeart app, we're everywhere. The Fan, Ohio's streaming destination.
All the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Hi, this is Max with Buckeye Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Love is in the air this month. I wanted to drop into your radio and say thank you. It's easy for our team to love what we do when we have the opportunity to serve the best communities a company could ask to be a part of. Thank you. And when you need us,
call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let me ask you a question. Has the insulation in your windows failed? How would you know? Well, one way to tell is if you're running the heat this winter way more often than you normally do. That could be a sign that insulation has failed and you need new windows. Talk to the pros at Window Nation to find out what they can do to help. In fact, they've got a great deal going now. You can get new windows with big savings during Window Nation's Buy 4 Windows, Get 4 free sale. Plus, you could get them with 0 down, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 2 years. And as an added benefit, you'll get an extra 10% off for Valentine's Day. Window Nation's windows use top quality materials and seals along with insulated frames. They're so incredibly energy efficient, you actually save money on your utility bills. And they're backed with a lifetime warranty, so you won't have to live with broken windows again. Take advantage of Window Nation's Buy 4 Windows, Get 4 free sale and get an extra 10% off for Valentine's Day. You already know. Go to windownation.com now for a free consultation. That's windownation.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Ohio Heating and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
No, I've never heard of the band on T-Bone's shirt either. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Speaking of music, I mean, we didn't do this. We didn't designate today as Hot Take Tuesday Music Edition, but I mean, I got off a hot take yesterday about Jelly Roll that apparently set the mentions on fire on my Twitter handle. So
I don't remember it. I know you mentioned
he had posted
the dumb redneck thing.
Well,
that which he said about himself.
He said that about himself,
right.
And then I was just like, brother, there was never a doubt. We all knew you were a dumb redneck. But then I had a bunch of people who were like, you're a dumb redneck, and I was like, I'm not redneck enough for like actual rednecks because I grew up in Columbus. I'm not. I mean, I like NASCAR, and I don't know, like I'll occasionally listen to some Johnny Cash, but I don't think I count as a real redneck.
T-Bone, anyway. I hate to break it to you, but there's some true rednecks that grew up in Columbus.
Well, that's fair enough. I agree with that.
Especially some of them all over on the west side.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yes.
That's a big Tyvis is jumping
You don't need to grow up in the country to be a
No,
redneck.
That's right.
You could be a city redneck.
By the way, we had this in the chat from Mr. Black, I believe is who asked for this. He was asking he said his wife has never heard our CWB full intro, so I thought we would just play that for him.
He's a cold white boy, CWB, anyone can see. He's a cold white boy to me.
We don't have anybody to nominate right now.
Now
for that,
you
but
know.
It took him one day to violate the Black History Month
That's what I'm saying.
policy.
First of all, you know.
What are you doing?
You know that
I said we weren't going to talk about this.
Truly, we love our fans because it's Black History Month.
Hang on. Did I nominate someone? Did I say, oh, this guy? No.
I thought we were just retiring the bit for the month.
A fan asked if I could play it, and so I'm just playing it for him so he can hear it.
we love
Is
our
he
fans.
His name's Mr.
All
Black.
right, then
I don't
maybe
know.
it's okay.
I didn't ask.
If he's black and he requested it during Black History Month, then we can make an exception, I guess.
No, I'm not nominating anyone for the CWB award is on hiatus for Black History Month, of course. I think that's fair. I also think if someone asks to hear a song that we play, I'll play it. That's all. I don't think it's a Hot Take Tuesday. It's a CWB request hour. Apparently, someone made a request for the song. It's also time for Morning Wood.
It's good to know where you stand on the important issues. Oh, my. This is Morning Wood.
All right, Dylan Morningwood, question number 1.
All right, this might be me trying to push my agenda, but would you say this Super Bowl has less hype than most?
You stop. You definitely been pushing this agenda. It does not have the superstar power that normal Super Bowls would, but I think that makes it more interesting because there is no clear answer. Although I'm sure the Seahawks is favorite and everybody's saying the Seahawks is just going to wipe the floor and run the table, I think that with the Patriots, they've been playing so well this season that you can't necessarily say that. Did you know that the Patriots finished the season undefeated on the road?
Yeah, they've won like 15 of their last 16 or 16 of their last 17, something insane like that.
Yeah, like that's ridiculous. So I say all that to say this is not foreign to them going to a different place and winning. So keep that in mind.
Fair enough. I mean, I don't know if you can call this a true road environment.
It's not, but it's a road game for both of them, technically.
Yeah, right. They're not in the home confines, to your point. It's neutral site game. But yeah, I can understand the hype around this game because I think it just shows the level of casual fans that there are around the NFL, because if you follow the NFL this year, you know how good the Seahawks have been, you know how good the Patriots have been, and I know, Dylan, you're not saying that, but from a hype standpoint, yeah, people gravitate to Pat Mahomes. You know, people gravitate to stars that they've heard of, and they largely don't have that. You have a journeyman quarterback on one side and a guy, Drake May, who's in his second year. So, yeah, I mean, you're going to, by default, get less hype for that. But it's a Super Bowl. There'll still be 100+ million people watching. It's a big stage. Bad Bunny's going to be doing halftime, all that stuff. So, yeah, it's all going to be hyped. It just
the
doesn't,
words and captions.
It's not feeling the same way.
This might be a hot take, but when it comes to the game itself, less hype than the national championship game had.
Wow.
I don't see any excitement over this. I mean, this could just be my little pocket of life, but
you know what?
I don't know.
The numbers will tell.
Yeah, well.
I mean, it will because it's the Super Bowl. That's different.
You know, a hot take. The Super Bowl commercials is weak.
Oh man, that is a hot take.
They weak.
But we haven't even seen them yet.
But they've been weak.
Oh yeah.
You know what I think
I haven't really had. The best one I've seen was when Seal was a Seal.
That was the Mountain Dew one.
You say
I love that one.
You say we haven't seen them yet. I feel like the reason why they feel weak recently is because most of them get leaked out.
Yeah,
and
that's
we're
true.
not watching the Super Bowl commercials for the first time at the Super Bowl anymore.
You're right.
It's not what it used to be.
I just saw that they did one for Jurassic Park. Not for the movie, but they spoofed. They brought back actors from Jurassic Park to I think it was for an internet company, and that ad was making it around yesterday. And it's well, great. Now I've already seen it. The surprise of the Super Bowl, to your point, that's gone. Now when that commercial comes up, I'll be oh yeah, it's this thing. I already saw it 5 times on Twitter. So.
There are no more puppy monkey babies. No more commercials like that.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember Puppy Monkey Baby?
No.
We're going to have to put it on the poll.
That sound like that's
It was like a Mountain Dew commercial, I think, and it was it was a hybrid creature. A puppy and a monkey and a baby
Was it better
together.
than Steel as a Seal?
Probably. Or like the Doritos Time Machine commercial.
The Doritos Time Machine commercial was great. That's undeniably great.
Doritos usually wins it every year.
Yeah, they do a good job.
Budweiser, they've been dropping the ball. Everyone got excited about the Clydesdales for a while, but that got played out.
Yeah. No, they can't replicate the Budweiser thing.
Or the What's Up?
Frogs, the What's Up. They're not gonna replicate that. Give me another morning wood here, Dylan.
How would you solve the current college eligibility issue in college basketball?
Simple. You just say if you're playing a player who has already left college or played professionally in any capacity, you risk being ineligible for the NCAA tournament. Can't they decide who they put in? Can't they say this team didn't make it? This team doesn't deserve to be in? What, are you going to start suing because the selection committee doesn't pick you? There you go. I bet that would keep some of these teams from playing guys who have professional contracts. I don't know what they can do if a court says, yeah, you have to let this guy enroll. Which, by the way, that was the thing with who's the latest guy that's trying to go back? The UCLA dude?
Bailey.
Yeah, that we were just talking about yesterday. I saw his lawyer saying it's not fair that he can't continue his education. Yes, he can go to college. We're saying he can't play basketball when he's already played the NBA. His eligibility for playing basketball. No one's saying he can't go to college. He can take courses right now at any school. Go to DeVry. Do whatever you want. You can't go play college basketball if you played in the NBA. That seems like a pretty simple rule.
I would make them all employees, get rid of the amateurism. Call it the semi-pro league, like how they got the G League. I just make college the semi-pro league, and once you get good enough, you can be elevated and downgraded, and there you go.
Yeah. See, because the thing is that when people
get this education stuff out of here. We ain't come here to play no school. They doing one and dones anyway.
Well, I have a thought on that, but go ahead.
When people say that once they become pro, they shouldn't. Kids that have been pro in Europe have been playing college basketball for 10, 15 years already, and I feel like people don't realize that.
Yeah, because in Europe, they sign you to their academies, like they do with their soccer teams, where you can go get signed as a 10-year-old, and then you're playing it's like playing AAU or some other prep league, but you're playing it for Barcelona, which is a it's their version of the Lakers.
Ohio State has a kid that played for what you're mentioning, Barcelona, in their kind of academy or whatever.
That's been a thing. All I'm saying is if that's the loophole that's allowing all of this to happen, where now you have guys coming from the NBA and the G League saying, well, then I should get to play too, then let's cut all that off and just say, no, never mind. Sorry.
The NBA need to do what soccer did, and they need to take over high school stuff and get rid of this AAU stuff, because the basketball product and fundamentals and all that is getting lost, and it's not good anymore. So they need to do a great job of starting from the top, coming down and taking over the high school camps and AEU tournaments and all that stuff, and coach and teach these kids at a young age.
I love that.
Because Europe, don't you like sign them at like 13 and then they just go through the whole program?
Yeah, they do it with soccer. And then like you might have a guy who's in your academy at 17 who's like a stud, and then you could transfer him to another team for millions of dollars.
Yeah, they should do that.
Yeah. By the way, I was just going to say on the education front, you want to tell me it's all about education? College sports, do this. Let guys have a 4-year scholarship that they don't have to use while they're playing sports. You care about education, let the guy focus on playing his sport. Tyvis, you were a college athlete. Is it take a little bit of your time from classes when you're a college athlete? Which one comes first? Which one is the priority? Right? I'm just saying.
I did them both.
I know you did, but I'm saying if you really want to be serious about education, you can take your classes simultaneously as when you're at school.
You can't
or you can say, hey, when I'm 30 and I'm done playing football, whenever that is, now I want to go back to college, and now I want to actually go get an engineering degree or something maybe a little more intensive. Actually be able to use your degree for something that might be a little too tough to do while you're playing your collegiate sport.
That's fair.
I think that's an easy solution, too. All right, the Browns are going international, it appears. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Well, we now know that 2 semis are involved in a crash happening right now over on the west side. It's on 70 westbound, just passing Hilliard Rome Road South. And right before that, State Route 142 area, just north of West Jefferson. That right lane is blocked down to 11 miles per hour, slowing a lot of people down for your travel times this morning. If you can, taking US 40 Broad Street out there all the way towards West Jefferson, 142 northbound, and eventually 70 westbound. That should save you a little bit of time on this Tuesday. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Come into your local AAA Tire and Auto Service for a full synthetic oil change for just $74.99. Plus, earn $7 toward your next service with Duramax dollars. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer ends February 28th. See store for details.
Cash, moolah, greenbacks dough, Skrilla chips, bread and mo. 2, 5, 10, and 20, 30 big ones, games aplenty. Cheddar, butter, loot and scratch. Find the letters, make the match, cause there's many words for cash, no doubt, many ways to play cash word. Check 'em out. Cash word from Ohio Lottery. It's game time, yo. Cash word, it's fun to go with millions in prizes, don't you know?
Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Do you suffer from leg pain, leg swelling, varicose veins, or leg ulcers? Dr. Barry Zeta and Dr. Joseph Senta at Ohio Vein and Vascular Polaris are pioneers in the vein and vascular field. Dr. Zeta and Dr. Senta can perform minimally invasive procedures that will get you back on track to a pain-free life. Stop living with leg pain and start the process to healthy living with a free healthy leg screening. Go to loveyourveins.com or call 614-426-VEIN. That's 614-426-VEIN or loveyourveins.com.
With aging parents, you want to keep an eye on their finances without coming off like you're taking over their lives. With Huntington Bank, you can help protect your loved one's account right from your own. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Truck drivers, are you tired of missing out on time at home? At Midwest Logistics Systems, our local dedicated driving jobs get you home every single day. As an MLS driver, you'll enjoy a better work-life balance by working a Monday through Friday schedule. You'll also operate well-maintained equipment and have access to a full benefits package that includes paid time off. Join a company that provides the home time and the pay you deserve. Apply now at MidwestLogisticsSystems.com. That's MidwestLogisticsSystems.com.
No one plans to get into an accident, but when it happens, we strive in making life easier for you. This is Justin Hinderer. The Hinderer Motor Company Collision Center is ICAR certified and certified by many manufacturers to provide the best quality repair available. All of our repairs come with a lifetime warranty. We have our own 24/7 towing service so you never have to wait. Plus, we offer on-site rental cars for every lifestyle. At Hinderer Motor Company, we love what moves you.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time.
These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us, bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Hey, it's Anthony. So I was recently asked how I've been doing in my personally fit arch supports from the Good Feet store. And I paused and I said, you know what? Pretty darn good. Because it reminded me what I was dealing with a couple years ago. My personal journey. I had plantar fasciitis, that horrible heel pain. If I was on my feet for a while, my lower back would be on fire. And now, honestly, none of that. Zero issues with my feet since I started wearing them. I have my Good Feet arch supports in every day. I feel supported. I feel aligned. And now that I feel better, it's made all the difference. I want to work out more. I want to go out more. Just be more active. I'm telling you, over the last couple of years, my health, my energy, my quality of life has all been affected in a really positive way. They've really helped me keep the pain away. The guys ask me all the time, do I really have them in today? Yes, I do, and I'll take my shoes off upon request to show you. Go take the free test walk. The Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway and Stringtown Road in Grove City. Get started at goodfeet.com.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment
on any 4-tire purchase.
And Michelin's up to $100 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Michelin's and save up to $100 more. See store for details.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets will be in action tonight. They'll be looking for their 6th win in a row when they take on the Devils in New Jersey. Coverage starts at 6:30 right here on the Fan with opening faceoff at 7. Ohio State men's basketball will have its first McDonald's All-American in 12 years. Ohio State signee Anthony Thompson was selected Monday to play in the 2026 McDonald's All-American game. He'll be the first Buckeye to play in the game since D'Angelo Russell in 2014. And finally, top 25 college basketball last night saw a thriller in Lubbock as Kansas beat Texas Tech. Ohio native Darren Peterson hit 2 clutch threes at the end of the game to help lift the Jayhawks over the Red Raiders 64-61. This update was sponsored by Uber Eats. Uber Eats has a great deal waiting for you at El Vaquero. From now until March 31st, buy 1 quesadilla deal, get 1 free on the app. Terms apply. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
2 men, 1 appendix. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
You can tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. It's a Hot Take Tuesday. I got one coming up actually from Timmy Hall, mere moments away.
Timmy?
Yeah. However, I want to get here first. So the international games from the NFL, there are a lot of those. We know that the NFL has, they essentially want to get to a point where they will have every team playing in an international game at some point in the year, like every year. What would that be? If they go to, there's 32 NFL teams, so that would be 16 games, right? Because you need 2 teams per game.
Yes.
16 times 2 is 32.
Yes.
So they would need 16 games to get everyone. Well, next year, I believe they're going to have like 9. Because they have announced already
they're gonna have an international league.
But I'm saying they're rolling this out slowly but surely.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like they are, it's not like it's happening all at once. It's not like they went from no international games to now there's 2 per team per season.
I feel like if they tie in that 18th game, that'll make it like everybody goes over there and play.
That is what's expected to happen.
Then eventually it'll be a whole division, the international division, where everybody's in France. There's 4 teams in France or wherever the heck it might be.
Yeah.
We got 4 teams over there, and when you got them on the schedule, you're just going to play all the 4 at one time. Bang, 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 and then come home.
Yeah. So that's essentially where I think we're probably headed in 20 years. In the next few years, where we're headed is every team's going to have an international game on their calendar. Obviously, only half the teams will get to host the game, air quotes, so they won't, make it so that you lose your home games. Every other year, you'll have to give up a game for an international game. You know what I mean? You have to give up one of your home games for that. I think you're right. They will go to 18 to accomplish that. However, this came out. This was a report that came out yesterday from a news source in France where they reported that it will be the Browns and the Saints playing the first game ever in Paris this coming season.
Eddie.
Now, Roger Goodell confirmed yesterday, and the NFL confirmed some of the teams that were going to be the host teams. The Saints are going to be the host team in Paris. And so that part is confirmed. But it was a couple of French outlets that reported that it would be the Browns joining them. Maybe they weren't supposed to report that. I'm sure it's already known. I'm sure they already have most of this worked out anyway, because international games like that, I'm sure that's not left up to the scheduling computers. They have to work that out with the ownership and all that. But
it won't be official until May.
Yeah, but that's what it sounds like, is that the Browns are going to be playing the Saints in an international game. Also, they did announce yesterday that I think it's 9 they're going to have next year. They are returning to Mexico. They're going to play, I believe it's 3 games in Mexico, the NFL.
Oh, I thought you was talking about the Browns. I was going to say.
No. The NFL announced they're going to play, upcoming years, they're going to play 3 more games in Mexico, the first of which will take place in Mexico City in December of this coming year. We don't know what teams that's going to be as well, but they have said they are going back to Brazil. They have said they, I believe, are going to Germany again. They are going to play the first ever game in Australia. So,
Dang,
I mean,
that's a flight.
They know the Rams are going to be one of those teams. They just don't know their opponent.
Right. So it's same thing where the Rams are now. So, right. And they're going to have 3 games in London.
It'll be a West Coast team.
They're going to be back in Madrid. They're going to be in Munich in Germany. So, I mean, this is it. Every year we're doing, all of these games internationally. It's going to keep happening.
I wish as a player I got to experience this, to know, like, is it a hassle or is it like something that you enjoy?
I mean, you went to Hawaii, which is, technically a state, but when it comes to travel.
It's a long flight. How was that when you flew out there and then had to be a part of some of that?
I was with the Cowboys. They do their training camp in Oxnard.
Okay.
So that made the flight 4 hour. It was like a 3 or 4 hour flight.
Is it only 4 hours from California to Hawaii? I didn't realize
think so.
That.
It was like 4. I want to say it was 4.
I say 4 only. That's about what it takes to get from here to LA.
Yeah.
It's like a 4 hour, or out to like Seattle or Portland. That's like a 4 hour flight.
So here to Hawaii, it's just.
Yeah, that's double. Right. That's not good. That's not good for me.
Yeah. My wife tells me she want to go to Hawaii.
Well, I mean,
and then you wonder why I don't want to do it.
You don't want to do it because you don't want to go to you don't want to go to Indianapolis if you didn't have to. Like, it's not about the distance. It's about you taking time off. You're not trying to get out of here and go on vacation.
Yeah.
That's right. So it's not about the distance for you. It's about you don't want to take time off.
I enjoy what I do.
That's good. I do too. I also would enjoy sitting near a palm tree and
no.
sipping a margarita.
She should find something that she enjoys doing, and then she wouldn't want to miss the day of work.
I don't think that. I think it's just everyone needs a break occasionally.
No, you don't need no break.
I think she needs a break from you, is what it sounds like. Maybe she just needs to go to Hawaii herself.
She can go. She can go.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the international slate we have. Not the Hawaii thing. But how did that work when you got there? Was it did you find that threw you off at all?
No. We I can't remember. We was in training camp, so that is what it was. We went and we looked at Pearl Harbor, got the history behind all of those things. Had a couple of practices, but to me, it was fun to just be somewhere else. And you got time to go out and experience what Hawaii was, and it's not like you was on the clock and had something every single hour of the day. You had your free time to do whatever you wanted to do in Rome, and I thought it was really nice, actually.
Oh, I thought you said in Rome. You said and Rome. I was going to say Rome is not there.
Roam around.
Did the time difference affect you at all?
I don't think it was. Are they not on Pacific time?
No. They're on they're on their 6
own
hours.
time.
They're 6 hours behind Eastern time.
So it would have been a 2 hour. It would have been a 3 hour.
Yeah.
No, it didn't. We got out there early enough because I think we went a week in advance.
It's 2:08 in Hawaii right now, so 5 hour difference.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So then it's only a 2 hour difference from Cali.
Yeah. Sometimes I forget that you were in Seattle and San Francisco and
Yeah, but when I was out there, I used to live on Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I never transitioned because I wanted to go to bed, and when I wake up early in the morning, it'd be like 4 in the morning or 3 in the morning.
But that's
I'm
like
ready
7.
to roll.
Yeah, that's what I would attempt to do if I lived out there. But I feel like after a month, I'd be like, nah, it's all right.
No, because you always in your mind got that. Like if I just so happen to stay up a little bit past what I typically want to go to bed, it's fine.
It threw me off when we went out to Seattle a few years ago, and I've been out west a couple times. I don't know why I didn't pay attention to this before, but it was, I had my phone on, my smartphone, getting notifications, and I get a buzz. We're walking to dinner. It was like 5:30, and I get a little buzz on my phone that's like Mets 3-2 over the Phillies. And I'm like, how? Why do they play a game at 3 o'clock? And I realized, oh no, that's almost 9 o'clock out here.
Yeah.
I would, as a sports fan,
love it.
Oh, yeah. The fact that you could get home from work if you work like a normal job. You get home from work, and it's like, here's the bottom of the 7th, bottom of the, top of the 8th. That's when you're getting home to watch the baseball game.
The only time being on the West Coast is weird. It's only one day, New Year's Day. Is everybody telling me at 9 p.m., Happy New Year. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's 3 hours later.
People say that the West Coast is the best place to live to watch sports. I would want to live in Hawaii. You wake up at 7 a.m. and you got college football already kicking off on Saturdays. I feel like that's the premium time slot.
I would love that. Absolutely. Hey, so we're going to talk to our guy, Jean-Luc Grandpierre. We got a little thing for him because it's his, we got to wish him a happy birthday. Yesterday was his birthday, so we will talk to the birthday boy, the hyphenator himself. Jackets tonight in New Jersey. We will talk to Jean-Luc Grandpierre coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Tuesday. We are down to 7 miles per hour for travel times over in New Albany after a crash happening right now. It's on 161 eastbound, just passing New Albany Road, and right before that 62 intersection, that right lane is currently blocked. If you can, taking East Dublin Granville Road all the way eastbound to Beach Road, head northbound that way. They get you back going on 161 that way. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Save big now during Menard's Super Savings Sale. Brighten your home with a 3-panel LED light bulb, now just $1.99. Stay warm with a hardwood firewood bundle, only $3.99. Stock up with Clorox All-Purpose Cleaner, just $2.99. A 16-pack of Zest Bar Soap is only $7.99. Hurry, these great deals won't last long. Sign up for Menard's emails to get the weekly flyer plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
Your mornings are jam-packed. So if you're going to add anything, make it your favorite bite from Tim Hortons. Buy any size beverage and add a daily baked donut for $1, a tasty bagel for $2, or a freshly cracked hot breakfast sandwich for just $3. It's the best way to add more to your morning. The 1-2-3 menu, only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer in restaurant. Tax extra. Exclusions and terms apply at timhortons.com/offer-terms.
Men, the new year is here, and if you're like many of us, you're ready to improve your health. But if you're feeling low energy, not sleeping well, or not seeing results in the gym, keeping that resolution can be tough. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if those symptoms sound familiar, we can likely help. They often point to low testosterone, and treating low T is what we do. But this year, we're also helping men go further with 4 targeted body composition plans featuring growth hormone peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, and more. Designed to boost energy, support metabolism, enhance recovery, and accelerate fat loss. With our low T treatments combined with our body composition programs, most men notice real improvements. More energy, better focus, improved sleep, stronger workouts, and often a renewed sex drive as well. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on treatment the same day, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/ CONTIA/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Hollywood Casino Columbus is the big game headquarters. Join us February 8th at the Sportsbook for massive screens, great food, and giveaways that make every play count. Toss cornhole for prizes and enter to win a helmet signed by the GOAT and 7-time NFL champion. This is the party everyone's talking about, and space is limited, so don't miss out. Reserve your spot at HollywoodColumbus.com and join us for all the big game action. Must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Can't get enough of your favorite fan content? Good news, we're on all the digitals. Follow 971 The Fan on X, Facebook, YouTube, The Talk, and Gram. Your digital home for endless shenanigans. The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing.
School secretaries, custodians, nurses, paraeducators. These are just a few of the education support professionals who help schools in Ohio run smoothly every day. We are so grateful for these educators who ensure our students have a safe ride to school, healthy meals, and so much more. Please join me in saying thank you.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Cloudy skies to start and milder than we've been, with wake-up temperatures in the upper teens to 20s. And then as we go into the afternoon, scattered snow showers mainly south of I-70, otherwise mostly cloudy with temperatures just under the freezing mark. For tonight, mostly cloudy with lows into the single digits. And then for Wednesday, mostly sunny skies with daytime highs in the mid to low 20s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with a 10 weather impact forecast.
We test marketed naming the show A Guy and His Butlers.
Oh, that is very touching.
But we thought Bishop and Friends had a better ring to it.
Weekday mornings at 9.
The Fan. T-Bone and Tyvis present Talking Jackets. Talking Jackets.
There's a score! A turnover by the Islanders and Adam Fantilli. One more time. Puts it in the net.
You look inside the world of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Jackets remain red hot. They have won 5 in a row. They have won 9 of their last 10. I mean, it's they're stacking them up right now. Tonight, they are in New Jersey. And if you go look at the standings, too, suddenly they are not that far out of a playoff spot.
Ain't that crazy?
I mean, it's just, it takes a couple results to go your way, but you can't let up now. You got 2 games left before the break. So, yeah, we are happy to be joined, I believe. Do we have Jean-Luc? Oh, not yet. All right. He's going to be here in just a minute. He's joining via video. So
I will say that
getting all that hooked up.
I do understand the part about where guys will be like, you know, you could go on this incredible run, but the thing with hockey and points is you can't make up that much ground. Like, it's just a lot of ground to make up. Like, they won, you say 8 of the 9 or 9 of the 10?
9 out of 10.
And, I mean, they went from the bottom to, 4 points or 7 points out? Like, they still got 7 points to go to get the last wild card.
That's the last wild card, but they're chasing the Islanders, and they are only on that. I believe they're only. Oh wait, no, are they chasing the? No, they're chasing the Caps. They're only like 2 points back. Like in the Metro, they're actually
in the
closer.
Metro. Yes.
So yeah, that's a part of this to keep in mind. So like this Jackets team, I guess you could start doing the math. You can start looking around trying to figure out what they're going to do, or you could just focus on keeping it going and keeping winning. And the way they've been playing right now is awesome. There is some news about Kirill Marchenko, who we saw, obviously he's having a great year, but Kirill is feeling ill. So I believe he did not make the trip. He is not going to be a part of this. But we're going to talk with Jean-Luc Grandpierre, find out more about that. First off, Jean-Luc, happy birthday to you, man. Belated happy birthday, but hope you had a good one yesterday. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. No, it was it was a good day. It was a great day, and got some travel, got dinner with the boys, and then breakfast with my wife, and saw my son in the morning as well. So yeah, it was a perfect day.
You don't believe in like the age going up, right? You kind of stay where you at.
That's right. We make it, we go backwards, going down every year in my mind. Anyway, that's how I feel anyway.
There you go.
That's how I felt yesterday. I don't know about this morning.
I'll tell you, yeah, right. I tell you, Rick Bowness probably feels like he's hit the fountain of youth too. When you come in, take over a team, and they go play like this, it's got to feel good for him. So things are going well for the Jackets right now. I did see, though, a little bit of bad news that Kirill Marchenko did not make the trip, correct? He's dealing with some illness. Didn't want to get the rest of the team sick, so he won't be going tonight, right?
So there's some illness. We have not had we're going to talk to we're going to have a meeting in the lobby there with the coach and press and players. So I'll be able to provide a little bit more information on that. But yeah, there's definitely an illness going around a lot of teams in the NHL right now. And right now for the Columbus Blue Jackets, seems like this could be a problem, but I'm not 100% sure. So I cannot confirm or deny if I didn't notice if Marchenko was on the plane or not yesterday, to be honest with you, because I got there so early that I did not see who else came in after me.
That's all right. Well, you had your birthday on your mind, so that's all good.
When you look at this Olympic break, it couldn't come at a worse time. But do you think that they'll be able to come out of that break and still stay on fire? Or you think that this is just not ideal and it's too hard to do?
It's hard to, it's not ideal because when you're winning, as a coach, as a player, you just want to keep playing. It's like, hey, come on, just keep bringing games to me, keep bringing opponents to me. I just want to play. When you're in a slump, you're like, oh, I can use the break. So I completely get it. But when you think of the Blue Jackets, and yes, their biggest engine is probably Zach Werenski. He'll be going to the Olympics. You look at the Blue Jackets lineup, and 2 Olympians, that's probably one of the lowest teams as far as having Olympians. So if the rest of the group can take care of their body and come back, revitalized after the Olympic break, that could also be a big advantage for the Columbus Blue Jackets as they're playing other other teams that have like 3, 4. I think Tampa Bay has like 11 Olympians, right? So for Tampa Bay, they're sitting pretty on top of the Atlantic right now. But you're like, if I'm the Julien Brisebois, their general manager, I'm like, boy, oh boy, my guys are going to be tired, right? So a 6-hour time change for these guys. Then, they're going to come back maybe 2 days, 3 days before the season restarts. There's no break, So it's, for the Blue Jackets, could play to their advantage just simply because you only have 2 Olympians in Elvis Merzlikins and Zach Werenski. And yes, Zach may need a little rest when he heads back, and so does Elvis. But the rest of the group should be fresh. So, to say that they don't want the break would be hard to tell simply because it could play to their advantage as well.
Jean-Luc Grandpierre joining us in the Brian Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Jackets tonight in New Jersey to take on the Devils, who, they have surpassed in the standings. All of these games matter. They're all tough. But I look around the NHL last night. Jeff Svoboda pointed this out. Islanders lose. Penguins lose last night. They are now, the Jackets sit at 61 points. The Islanders in the 3rd spot in the Metro are at 65. The Capitals are in between the two of them with 63. It's all compressed, but suddenly it's not quite as bleak as it looked. That winning streak has helped them stay afloat in the playoff race now in the Metro. And if they can go get another couple games here, could make things very interesting right as they hit this break. So, do you feel like as a player when you see things like that? I know you try not to scoreboard watch, but did you ever find yourself keeping an eye on that stuff when you get your morning coffee and go, hey, not only should we be playing anyway to win tonight, but that seeing that it's getting closer, does that become more tangible as a player?
Absolutely, 100%. And I don't care what player tells you, oh, we don't look at the scoreboard. I'll tell you, they all look at it. They all look at the standings, and yes, they just want to win games, but everybody knows exactly where they sit, right? At all times, they know how important every game is. They're looking at the other team's play as well. The one thing that they tell you that they don't do and they really don't do is read articles and listen to sports radio because they don't want to hear it. They just want to play their game. But I will say, for the Blue Jackets, you're sitting at 61 points, as you said, 2 points behind the Capitals, and you have 3 games in hands, right? And then the Islanders are sitting at 65. You're 4 points behind them with 2 games in hands. So games in hands are only good when you win them. And for the Blue Jackets, they really have to seize this opportunity there. And it's very doable. As you said, the Devils are now below the Blue Jackets. And then the Chicago Blackhawks, it's been an up and down season. So they're very feasible. I would call them trap games, though, right? Because sometimes you feel so good about yourself and you could think that it's going to be easy, and it's not. But I think Rick Bowness has these guys so jacked up and prepared for every game, and not only every game, every period, every shift. The attention to detail, the communication has been fantastic. So I don't see them slipping away like that. So yes, it's very, very exciting. The only sad thing for the Blue Jackets is because that game was canceled, postponed, that game between them and LA last Monday. Unfortunately, they're not really going to have a true feel of where they're really sitting because that extra game is still another 2 points. And when you look at the standing, you don't look at how many games in hands you have and how many games you played. You just looked at the points, and the Blue Jacket, unfortunately, there could be 2 points lower than where they should be.
You know, when you look at what Don Waddell has done since he's taken over, his last 2 trades, acquiring Charlie Coyle and Mason Marchment, has been home runs. They've been electric these last couple of games. Do you anticipate them dipping their hand back in that bucket and trying to make another trade, right before the deadline to strengthen this team, or you think that the roster is good where it's at?
I think they probably will do something coming back from that break. Probably not right now. And there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, if you trade for, let's say, an Olympian and you're Don Waddell and you're like, hey, let's get this guy. He goes to the Olympics, comes back, he's hurt. Now you're paying this guy during the whole Olympic break to play in the Olympics, not for your franchise. He comes back, he's hurt, and you're like, what did I just do? But more importantly, I think they'll have a clearer picture of where this team really stand, right before the break, which will be after the Olympic pause there. So I could see them tinkering with the lineup, now making some huge acquisitions. I'm not sure. I think what is going to really happen is, I think if the Blue Jackets were still sitting last, some of the upcoming free agent, the Charlie Coles, the Boone Jenners, the Mason Marchment, maybe now you're listening to offers for these guys. But right now, where they're sitting, I think Don Waddell's going to say, even if I can't come to an agreement with these 3 guys or one of those 3 guys, I'm not moving them. I'm going to give this group a chance to win and maybe tinker with the lineup a little bit. But I don't see any major move happening simply because, hey, you're 9-1-0. You could be 10-0 by the time you're done, coming back from the break. Do you really want to mess with the chemistry that this team has going? And sometimes they'll be like, hey, it's fool's gold, just luck. But hey, when you're in a position when you win 10 in a row, or you have, you're like, let's say 12 wins in your last 15, do you really want to mess up with that chemistry? Probably not. So that's why I don't see anything huge happening.
Jean-Luc, last thing I have for you. I know you're a healthy guy. Birthday cake? Did you go with a birthday cake selection yesterday? Was it a pie selection, or did you just say, no, I don't need any of the sweets? I'm trying to be the ageless wonder here and not add anything to that.
Come on, hey, guys. I don't drink any alcohol. So I have a sweet tooth, and that's my vice. So yes, I went with the lava cake and a ball of ice cream with that, and I shared it with I shared it with our strength conditioning coach, Barry Brennan. So I went half and half. So just to make sure that I saved myself some calories, but I cannot pass on birthday cake. So yes, I had some.
That's great. Well, anytime you need someone to eat half of your dessert, just let me know. I'll show up. That's a service I offer. I can come over and help you stay on the right path.
I'll send over to you.
I'm still going to order a full dessert for me, but I'll also eat half of yours. So that'll work really well for us. All right. There you go. Jean-Luc Grandpierre. Let's hope we get 2 points tonight in New Jersey. Thanks for the time this morning, man. We appreciate it.
All right, boys. See ya.
Yeah, good to see you too. There you go. Urban Meyer has some thoughts on Ryan Day's offense. You'll hear those in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
The road's getting a little bit busier as more people head out the door, especially in our southeast corner by Canal Winchester, 33 westbound by Gender Road, already down to 47 miles per hour. But hey, it does get better closer towards that 33 and 270 intersection. As for your drive times northbound, they're looking great. 71 north between 670 to 270 will take you 8 minutes on this Tuesday. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
So let's talk price, Wilson.
Let's talk about the price, Bob.
I hear it a lot. Leslie, aren't Pella windows a bit more expensive?
The actual retail price is.
But we're not. We've got 5 different window lines for the $300,000 to the $3 million home. All are Pella Elite.
Oh, so when I get on the show, I'm going to have to bid lower. That'll come in super handy someday.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
Guys and ladies, get real about your health this new year with Synergenics and Low T Center. For a limited time, the men's TRT test is free. And the women's hormone test, normally $299, is only $99 now. And the weight loss consultation is free. You can walk in or book an appointment now at getmyhealthfix.com. So if you've been suffering from the symptoms of low testosterone, such as constant tiredness, lack of focus, or just feeling off, at Synergenics and Low T Center, you can meet with a real provider. You get real medication and you get real results. Plus, you can choose if you want to be treated in the clinic or if you want to receive at-home treatment. Either way, it all starts with a simple, quick, free TRT test at the center. The on-site lab means you get results in about 20 minutes. No waiting for days like other places. For a limited time, the women's hormone test only $99 and the men's test is free. Go to getmyhealthfix.com. That's getmyhealthfix.com.
All the Ohio State conversation you can handle. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
Your Ohio State flagship station. The Fan. If it's 4:30 in the morning and you see a ginger version of Dom DeLuise speeding down 33, don't panic. It's just T-Bone.
We are driving. We are driving. We like driving. We like driving.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
We are eating. We are eating.
All right. I don't usually have news that bumps like Ohio State football or Urban Meyer off of the tease when we tease that. We will get to that in a second, but there is some breaking news.
I fired you up.
You did. You told me about it. This is a post, and maybe this was known. I have been so out of touch with it, I guess I didn't know it. This is from the Columbus Crew tweeted this out. Los Angeles 28, LA 28. You may have heard the Olympics are being hosted by the United States in LA. However, as they do now with the Olympics, they kind of spread the wealth out around the whole country. Apparently, LA 28, the 2028 Olympics, will be featuring soccer. There's always an Olympic soccer tournament. U.S. national team will be in it. Other national teams will be in it. Apparently, one of the venues they have selected for 2028 is Columbus, Ohio.
Look at that.
You are going to have Olympic soccer matches in 2028 here in Columbus. I just found out about it. It literally, the news says 7:12 a.m. today. They posted this.
Yeah.
This is breaking news. Columbus is going to host Olympic games.
You going?
Tyvis, I just found we should be broadcasting live from this. Yes, of course. I want to be in on that.
You think Fish gonna send us out there?
I could walk over there. Yes, I would hope.
What time? Ain't the Olympics like a start in the morning type thing?
I mean, I'm just I don't know when it's local time. So like in Italy, it's going to be 6 hours ahead or 5 hours ahead or whatever it is. So yeah, they're going to be starting earlier for us because they're starting at normal times for them. But when it's here, I presume the Olympic matches would be like in the evening. So this means they're going to have potentially. Like if Argentina's Olympic team is in it and like Brazil's, we could have that game here.
Yeah.
Fired up for that. This is huge news today. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Yeah.
He can't sit still over there.
Can't wait. I mean, I I was kind of fired up about the World Cup coming, but then I looked at the ticket prices and I was like, never mind. I'm not that excited. I mean, Common Man is going to Italy, I believe, to go to the Winter Olympics. They're going. I don't know if he's left yet.
What do you mean?
Common Man.
Like the ones that's this
in Cortina, Italy, Milan. Yeah, he's going there.
Of course he is.
He's going to, watch some like figure skating, whatever else they're doing. He loves the Olympics. We get to host some Olympic games. This is real. I'm not getting punked, right? This is real.
Is Dennis Rodman's daughter going to be in this?
Trinity?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they said they will be hosting men's and women's games, potentially. So like there's a women's soccer tournament and a men's soccer tournament. I'm quite sure we will get at least a women's game, if nothing else, but that, maybe a men's game too. Either way, that's big for the city, man.
Yes, it is.
So next year, I had just been reminded of this because I saw they had the logo out. Don't forget, 2027, Columbus is hosting the Women's Final Four again.
Yeah.
So we'll have the Final Four here a year from now. 2 years from now, we'll have the Olympics. 3 years from now, the NFL.
And you wonder,
we're going to get an NFL team in Columbus. That's next.
And you wonder why every development you see, if you see like a big field of land, just know that it's going to be houses going there.
Oh, well, I'm not surprised by that. Or a giant building to house AI computers that will be, we'll have the servers for our AI overlords. Those are getting built too. So, hey, if I had said like last week on Hot Take Tuesday, I think Columbus will host Olympic soccer games, that would have been a hot take. Now, that's not a hot take. That's really happening.
I thought,
congrats to Columbus.
I thought about, Dylan talking about football in Hawaii, waking up at 6, 7 a.m. and watching games.
6, 7 again?
Can't do that. Stop doing that.
Y'all are part of the problem.
Ryan Baker's come here and beat us all to death. That's right. He hates that. Yeah. Anyway, what about it?
I thought about it. So you think people in Hawaii is drinking at 6, 7 in the morning?
No, they get up at their normal time.
Well, if you're like a transplant from Hawaii, and like if I were to move to Hawaii just specifically to watch college football at 7 a.m.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I might,
you drink
have a beverage
7 in the morning.
Oh, Tyvis, I'm a soccer fan. I'm a soccer fan. Well, yeah, tailgating. We do that at Ohio State games where if it's a noon
Kegs
game.
and eggs.
Yeah. Yes. But you know what? As a soccer fan, there's a lot of games that take place in England that I would go watch, and sometimes those games are at noon in England. So what time are they starting here? Like 7 or 8 in the morning? And then I go to a bar.
You have a beverage.
Yeah, if they're a soccer bar, they open early and they serve beer. I've had a Guinness at 7 in the morning. I've had I
don't even know who you are.
Oh,
anymore.
you know exactly who I am. Like Walter White, say my name. You know who I am. I'm the Heisenberg of drinking beer at 7 in the morning. That's who I am. Here is what Urban Meyer had to say. He has his podcast, of course. It's not
triple option.
Triple option. Yes, it's not cover 3. It's triple option.
Cover 3.
It's something with 3. Whatever. Anyway, Ryan Day, he talked about Ryan Day and new offensive coordinator for the Buckeyes, Arthur Smith, and what will change with Arthur Smith coming in. Maybe something will change, maybe not. Here's what Urban thought.
Ryan's pretty well set in his offense. That's the same offense terminology we used when I was there. And Chip Kelly changed it a little bit because I remember asking him, because the minute you hire a big-name coordinator, the coordinator is going to run his stuff. Yeah, so you're going to have 100 people in that program now learn a new terminology. Unless there was an agreement, whenever I hired a coordinator, I would give them the playbook and say, this is what we're going to run. And I usually elevated my guys and we ran it because I wanted to know what's going on. And we talked about that. Is Coach Day going to walk in that meeting room and say, what in the hell are we doing? I don't recognize this terminology. And it's been pretty good. So I think there's probably going to be a little bit of a mesh of what he's done before.
I don't know about how football terminology works, Tyvis, but how hard is that for someone coming in to have to mesh what they're doing with an existing coach who already has a pretty big plan going?
It's not as simple as you think. It is it means the same thing, but the terminology is different, and the old terminology that you use could mean something totally different than that new terminology. So that could cause a problem there. So it is something that it takes a good month and a half to really understand this ain't a buzz, it's a hook, or this ain't that. It's
because they have so many.
It's tricky. I told you that's how me and Aaron Glenn got into it over that when we did when I was doing my pro day, after my pro day, and they put us on the board.
Okay.
And he was like, he had took us through the coverage, you know, and they took us through the terminology of the coverage. So I get up on the board and I draw the coverage up. And he's like, explain it to me. And I'm explaining it to him. And I called it, oh my goodness, what did I call it? I called it like a hook. And he was like, they called it a buzz. So I'm like, this is a hook. This safety got the hook. He's like, no, that's wrong. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, that's not a hook. So Vaughn was in there. He was like, no, it's called a buzz. And I was like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you clearly see that I know what I'm talking about. So we got into it over that. Me and him argued for like 5 minutes over that. Like, you see that I just drew it up. But that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, because my football terminology knowledge is very limited to like John Gruden talking about, you know, spider Y banana.
Spider 2Y banana.
Spider 2Y banana. I'm so sorry. That's right. I already failed. Or like Peyton Manning yelling Omaha and stuff like that. And so in my mind, I just picture, this is probably not how it's going, but I picture Ryan Day and Arthur Smith both sitting down at like a big mahogany table there at the Woody, and they're going over film. And Ryan Day's like, all right, what do you call that? And he's like, I call that horse pickle. And he's like, well, sorry, over here we call that spotted owl. And he's like, well, that's it's got to be horse pickle.
See?
It's like, spotted owl, horse pickle. And they're just like yelling about it. They're like, fine, we'll go with spotted pickle. There, compromise. Spotted pickle it is. Good. And then
that's how it works. Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
These are millionaires. Millionaire football, brilliant minds.
Because
I know what you're saying, and I get that it's important, but it's funny to me.
At the end of the day, the most important thing is, can the player get it?
Yeah.
How can I communicate it that the player would understand?
What do you call that one? We call it Kleenex. Oh, yeah, I call it dude wipe. No, we can't. I'm out. And he just leaves. He runs out of the room. It's like, I can't work with this. I can't do this. It's so dumb. Well, this is the fun of, I would love to be a fly on the wall for these negotiations is all I'm trying to say.
I mean, I'm sure this is something that they talked about in the interview process as well. Like, it's not anything that's going to be a shocking revelation the first time these two go through the playbook.
No, I would think not. But it's also got to be something that if you don't get on the same page very quickly, then suddenly you're in the game going like, why did you call it orange peel? And it's like, because that's what we call it all the time. Sorry, I made a mistake. You can't let that happen. It's not going to happen, right? They'll get that all worked out in camp. That should all be fine.
The trade deadline in the NBA is Thursday?
He's moved on. He's done with this conversation. He's wondering if Darius Garland's going to get traded. Where's Giannis going? James Harden, is he coming to Cleveland?
I didn't know it was Thursday. I didn't know it was this Thursday. I see why, because it's really picked up, and I was wondering why. I know why now.
Well, Tyvis, let me set you up next time. Tyvis, do you have any thoughts on the NBA? Moving to a new topic, do you have any thoughts on the NBA trade deadline?
All right, let me lock in.
Thank you, Chet Holmgren, with that. All right, we'll figure that out. And apparently, some NFL players were surveyed about the upcoming Super Bowl halftime show. Some are not a fan. You'll hear what they had to say next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Closely monitoring another crash in New Albany, 161 eastbound, just passing 62. So expect some lane closures out there if you can. Taking East Dublin Granville Road will save you some time and avoid the area. We also have a disabled vehicle happening closer to Blendon Township. That left lane is blocked on 161 westbound, just passing Hamilton Road. And over in Dublin, we have a crash on 33 and 161. It's that eastbound ramp as you head towards 270 southbound. So expect some lane restrictions out there as well. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
The savings are so good at Great Lakes. But have you seen our inventory? With over 1,000 new Hyundais to choose from, there's no need to settle at glakeshyundai.com. Find a new Palisade with the exact options you need, or a new Tucson in that color you have been seeing around town. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile coverage. At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings and selection are so good.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Columbus, are you hungry? Well, it's a good thing Uber Eats has the best deals at all your favorite local restaurants. Like this great deal at El Vaquero. From now until March 31st, you can get a buy one, get one free quesadilla deal, all on the Uber Eats app. That's good for me, but I need to figure out what everybody else is going to eat. So next time you're craving a great meal, don't overthink it. Just get on the Uber Eats app and save big with a great deal. Order now only on Uber Eats. Terms apply. See app for details.
I wish I'd gotten treated for my erectile dysfunction sooner. Men,
I hear this all the time from our patients. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if ED is a problem in your life, resolve to get it treated today and stop having it affect you and the one you love. ED is simply a medical condition, and it's fully treatable. And at Tri-State Men's Health, we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, your ED will be a thing of the past. In fact, you could be having great sex within a day or two of your first appointment, and you'll likely find you're performing like you haven't in a long time. It's the new year. Resolve to get your ED treated and change your life. Call us at Tri-State Men's Health. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. That's tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations in the area to serve you in Hilliard and Westerville.
I started my first business when I was 12, mowing lawns for about $5 a yard. I learned if you do the job right, people trust you and customers care that you show up and do what you say you're going to do. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Doors. From garage door repairs to upgrades, we show up, we stand behind every job. We only use the best parts and spring's guaranteed to last a lifetime. When you care about the people you serve, you work harder and it shows. Call Don's Garage Doors today or schedule online at donsgaragedoors.com.
When it comes to garage doors, no one knows more.
Common Man and Timmy.
You said it was very good. Boy, do you suck.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
that floor sucks.
Oh, come on.
I hated it.
Common Man and Timmy Afternoons on the Fan is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company.
Hey, everybody, it's Berm from the Austin and Berm Show on 97.1 The Fan. There are a lot of reasons that we should be working to get healthier and happier in our lives, but one of the unexpected benefits of losing weight, my wife no longer elbows me in the ribs at 2 a.m. I didn't realize how bad the snoring had gotten until it's gotten better. And that's the kind of change I'd hoped to achieve when I lost 35 pounds with Awaken 180 weight loss. 35 pounds down in just 6 weeks and officially under 200 pounds for the first time in 25 years. That number still feels fake when I say it out loud, but it's real. And what's just as real is how good everything else feels. There are no joint flare-ups. I'm moving around a lot better and never feels like a chore. I'm aware of when things feel wrong, and I'm also aware when things feel right. Thanks to my Awaken 180 coach, Mandy, I've learned how to eat, how to adjust, and now I'm heading into maintenance with a plan. That's what Awaken 180 really does. It teaches you how to keep going once the weight is gone. Free support for life with the solution for weight loss. Go to awaken180weightloss.com.
It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan. Both of these men love the Browns. Also, both of these men hate the Browns. If you know, you know. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Is your heat running more than it should be? Probably because your window insulation has failed. Yeah, that could be a clear sign that you need new windows. Whether you have very old windows in your house or maybe you just have the builder grade windows that came with your house, if that insulation fails, it's going to keep your home to not be the temperature you want it to be. Whether that is warm in the winter, cool in the summer, both of those can be affected by your windows. That's why you need to get high quality windows from Window Nation. They go through a 50-point inspection from the factory, and every window that you buy now, you can get the buy 4 windows, get 4 windows free sale going on right now from Window Nation. It's a perfect time to replace that. Plus, every window you can get a 10% off discount for Valentine's Day. So that deal is great. You could also get them with 0 down, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 2 years. When Window Nation comes out to your house, they bring crews that have, on average, over 15 years of experience installing windows. They can get the job done in a day, and you can get back to having an energy-efficient house that actually stays the temperature you set your thermostat to. What a concept. Check them out today and get a great deal from Window Nation by going to windownation.com. Fast free estimate available right now. windownation.com, where, of course, you can get 0% off, or 0% off, 0 down, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 2 years, 10% off for Valentine's Day, and buy 4 windows, get 4 windows free. Now from Window Nation. Tyvis, I saw, you know what today is, right?
A Hot Take Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, it is a Hot Take Tuesday. Hang on, I got to play the right sound effect. I have a hot take for you would you like a hot take from Timmy Hall?
Yes.
I have one. Want me to play it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
T-Bone, Tyvis, DG. I've got a hot take, and it surrounds our good, clean Buckeye point guard, Bruce Thornton. That clip went viral of him begging and pleading with his guys to try to scratch and claw back into the Wisconsin game to no avail, but we're starting to realize this dude is this good, and he's probably going to go his whole Buckeye career and not make an NCAA tournament. So I say Bruce Thornton gets a waiver. What's the waiver for? What's the issue with the eligibility? Oh, no issue. I just didn't get to play in the NCAA tournament. You say to the judge, I'm too good. I've given too much to this game, too much to this university to not get a chance to play in the tourney. And I would look at all these other things. We got a running back that's in his 7th year here at Ohio State. Puff Johnson, what's he, year 6? He's on a TRO. We got guys coming from the G League. We got 40-year-old dudes trying to play college football at Lycoming College, Lycoming College. Oh, that's Division III, whatever. And what are we doing here? We got a guy that's in the NBA that's going to try to play college basketball. He should just get one just because. No tournament time. That's why. Oh, and Tyvis also, not a hot take, but we know that the best gummy bears, I hope you had a good pouch of gummy bears this weekend. Those come from Albanese. Yeah, not a hot take, just a fact. All right, fellas. Have a good morning. Bye-bye.
Tonight! There you go. Nice. Thank you, Timmy, for the hot take. By the way, I agree with the Bruce take.
I agree with the Albanese take.
Also with the Bruce take, if they give him that extra year of eligibility, Bruce, do not waste it here.
I was going to say that's what I was going to say. Like, does he? If he gets the extra year, does that mean he stays here? Because
that breaks my heart.
That's not also great either.
Well, maybe
they're not going to make the tournament this year.
They're like right on the bubble.
They still have games to play, guys. But yes, if they don't rack up wins against the good teams and they only beat bad teams, they will be right on the bubble. If they keep going at the pace they are, which is beat the teams you should and lose to the teams you should, they'll be right on that bubble, and maybe they'll get bumped.
Is there an excuse?
What do you mean? There's no excuse for me. This is Ohio State.
Dylan,
you shouldn't miss the tournament.
I need to talk to a more rational human being. Is there an excuse this year for this team?
There is not an excuse not to make the tournament, but I don't think that automatically means that Diebler gets fired.
I didn't say that. You're asking if there's an excuse, and I'm telling you there should never be an excuse at Ohio State for missing the NCAA tournament. If everyone on your team gets hurt, or like you lose 3 of your top performers midway through the season, they all get hurt, then yeah, I can see missing a tournament for that. Then the next year you should be reloaded, ready to go, right back in it, and not like barely making it. This should be a team that every year makes the tournament, and every few years makes a run past the Sweet 16 and actually gets to competing for something more. I don't think that's unreasonable.
The tournament since 22?
It's been since Bruce has been here. It's been 4 years. And I'm with, by the way, it's funny because Timmy brought that up in the hot take. We said yesterday on the show that if Bruce, I think, they should have a rule that says, they call it the Bruce Thornton rule. If you stay loyal to a program for 4 years and you play all 4 years at that place, you should be able to just get a 5th year because why not? All the other guys are transferring and chasing the money and all that stuff. You have a guy who stayed loyal to your program for 4 years. Give him an extra year to reward the loyalty. And then, yes, if he transferred out, that would actually be hilarious. But I would really be sad about it. But, yeah, I hope not. So The Athletic did a anonymous player survey. I don't know why they did this, but apparently they did a survey where they asked, do you support, among other things they asked if you support Bad Bunny as the halftime performer for this, Super Bowl that's coming up this weekend. 58.6% of players who responded said they supported him as a halftime performer, while 41% did not.
Why wouldn't you support him?
I don't understand any of this at all.
Are they saying like they don't know him or like that?
It said they didn't support him. I guess the question was, do you support him being the halftime? Like, who cares? Why was there a sport 100%? Who? Anonymous NFL players. This was the question they posed to anonymous NFL players. I don't know how many they surveyed.
Why would we care? Well, I don't know. Maybe they think it's a better halftime.
Well,
I don't know.
Here was the quote, though, that got me, because one unnamed AFC offensive player who I think, just say it with your chest. Go ahead and put this out there. Put your name to this.
Patrick Mahomes.
Well, I don't know who it was. I don't know who it was. One unnamed AFC offensive player said, quote, I think there are better examples of character and morality than Bad Bunny.
What is he bad for?
I don't,
was he my mother?
I don't know what he means by this, because
is Bad Bunny a part of something I don't know about?
I mean, his lyrics are provocative, but they're in Spanish, so.
Well, but also, Sabrina Carpenter's lyrics are provocative.
Right.
Every halftime performer you've had for the last 2 decades.
The people going.
The Rolling Stones lyrics were provocative in their day.
Nobody knows what it means.
J-Lo and Shakira weren't singing,
right.
nursery rhymes.
Yeah, Rihanna famously chaste in all of her lyrics, like never talks about anything, right? Like I don't understand what we're doing here, but I do find it odd that someone who plays in the NFL would say, I'm not a big fan of Bad Bunny's character. Cool. Do Robert Kraft next, right? Like, how about the dude for the Giants who's an owner who's in the Epstein report? Why don't you have a hot take on him, right? Like, we're not gonna, never mind all the guys who play in the league who are abusers, who have been accused of things, who have allegedly, whatever, guys who have not allegedly with like Tyreek Hill. I hope that guy doesn't play for the Chiefs or for the Dolphins, because then you were a teammate with a guy who is not alleged to have committed domestic violence, committed it, was kicked off his college team, and then now years later has supposedly moved on from that, although every couple of years there's a new report that like, well, maybe he did this, maybe he did that, allegedly. So I'm just saying, like, if we're going to have a hot take on Bad Bunny not being great character, cool, why don't you look in your own locker room and call those guys out before you call it the halftime performer at the Super Bowl? That's just stupid to me.
That anonymous player, Travion Henderson. He was reading his Bible, and then they asked him.
We don't know who any of these people were. This is anonymous. I'm not putting any names on this.
That's best.
You know what? Bad Bunny, he's not moral enough for me, so I'm going to go watch the Kid Rock halftime show.
This just in. Patriots owner Robert Kraft, like his former head coach Bill Belichick, was not selected for entry into this year's Pro Football Hall of Fame class.
Well, then that story does not have a happy ending. It's never too late for a mock draft. Where the Buckeyes land in this one, we'll tell you about the latest mock draft and what the Buckeyes are doing when they get drafted next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, right now we are seeing traffic really build for our friends in Lewis Center. That's because of a crash happening right now on 23 southbound. That left lane is blocked over by Lewis Center Road. In Westerville, we are noticing a disabled vehicle. The right shoulder is blocked on 71 southbound, just beyond Gemini Place to Polaris Parkway. And for our friends in Canal Winchester and Pickerington, good morning to you. If you are stepping out the door, be mindful. Expect some lane closures on 33 westbound at Bowen Road because of another disabled vehicle. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Your mornings are jam-packed. So if you're going to add anything, make it your favorite bite from Tim Hortons. Buy any size beverage and add a daily baked donut for $1, a tasty bagel for $2, or a freshly cracked hot breakfast sandwich for just $3. It's the best way to add more to your morning. The 1, 2, 3 menu, only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer in restaurant. Tax extra exclusions and terms apply at timhortons.com/offer-terms.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let me ask you something. When's the last time a contractor did exactly what they said they would? On time, on budget, didn't give you any surprises at the end. With Baths R Us, there are no surprises. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. On time, on budget. And here's the difference with Baths R Us. They have local crews, never subcontracted. The people who show up to your door, they're trained Baths R Us employees. They aren't just some random crew that got hired last week and has no idea what they're doing in your home. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space you're proud of, Baths R Us builds it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. 380-225-BATH. That's to call Baths R Us and deal with a company that started right here in Ohio and grew by word of mouth. Because they treat people right. They do what they say they're going to do. 380-225-BATH to call Baths R Us. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Matty Ice here with the Columbus Men's Clinic. Guys, you've got one life, and it's too short for not nows, maybe laters, and tomorrows. If you're noticing issues with low T or ED, then your relationships, your confidence, and even your career has already been affected. So, guys, no more excuses. Columbus Men's Clinic has a medical provider focused solely on ED and low T the right way. Since 2014, they've been helping men get safe, effective treatment for over a decade. So call them at 614-300-7400 right now or book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com. Did you know there's treatments that can help you maintain what you've got? Yeah, that's right, fellas. Just like going to the gym to maintain muscle, there are ways to keep ED and low T at bay without a pill. So it's time to show up for yourself, for your family, and a lot more by going to the Columbus Men's Clinic. Call them at 614-300-7400 or book them online at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, for every man in every season of
life. The reason many of us hate insurance companies is because some of them act like bullies. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. I've been dealing with these creatures my whole career. Whether it's a workers' comp claim, an auto accident, or a nursing home or medical mishap, the playbook is often the same: deny and delay. We became the largest injury firm in America for a reason. We fight the bullies. They know who we are, and I know it makes a difference for our clients. Just go to forthepeople.com and see our results and our verdicts after those bullies gave us their final offer. Hiring the wrong firm can be disastrous. Hiring the right firm could substantially increase your settlement. It's easy to get going. Visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer, or call us on your cell at Pound Law, pound 529. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Forthepeople.com.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Why does it matter to members that Aetna was named a Best Medicare Advantage company by U.S. News & World Report? Because they chose a plan that gives them real support, real people, and real care. We show up on calls with members and doctors' offices when needed. We show up with access to convenient care options and coverage that fits everyday life. We don't show up for awards. We show up for you. And showing up for you is how healthier happens together.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets will be in action tonight. They will be looking for their 6th win in a row when they take on the Devils in New Jersey. Coverage starts at 6:30 right here on The Fan with opening faceoff at 7. Ohio State men's basketball will have its first McDonald's All-American in 12 years. Ohio State signee Anthony Thompson was selected Monday to play in the 2026 McDonald's All-American game. He'll be the first Buckeye to play in the game since D'Angelo Russell in 2014. And in top 25 college basketball last night, we saw a thriller in Lubbock as Kansas beat Texas Tech. Ohio native Darren Peterson hit 2 clutch threes at the end of the game to help lift the Jayhawks over the Red Raiders 64-61. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss, improving health, eating better, losing weight. Have you started your New Year's goal? Visit awaken180weightloss.com.
Tyvis Powell is a legendary Buckeye. T-Bone loves to eat Buckeyes. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Surprised at just how hot the Bad Bunny topic is. I know I shouldn't be because everything these days is a hot take. By the way, it is a Hot Take Tuesday. You can tweet us yours at Bone and Tyvis 971. But even our YouTube chat today, a little bit of like, why is this guy performing at the Super Bowl? I don't get this. I do think we should just have a moment here as a society to acknowledge 2 things can be true. One thing can be true that like you or I or someone else may not enjoy Bad Bunny's music. Like, I don't typically listen to a lot of like music that would be played in clubs, you know, like dance music.
What?
I don't usually listen to a lot of that music.
How you don't say that because
I'm saying I don't.
You listen to a lot of headbangers.
I listen
to
like
club. It might be played. So what are you talking about?
No, but that's fair. What I'm saying is like if you go to a club in Miami, I'm not like Pitbull is big, right? Like I don't listen to Pitbull. I don't listen to a lot of like pop music, R&B music. Oh, you're playing metal? Is that what we're doing?
I just
like
don't know how to run a board, apparently. Fire me, please.
Fire all of us, by the way. Fire us into the sun at this point. No, but like, I'm just saying, just because I don't listen to something doesn't mean like I can understand. I mean, I didn't listen to a lot of Katy Perry when she did the Super Bowl halftime show, but her show was pretty good. I knew like the I Kissed a Girl and I Like It song because that song was everywhere.
You know
like,
what? I kissed a girl and I liked it too.
Yeah, same. I got married to her, actually. That's what I did. No, I'm just saying, like, I don't know when we became like, well, I don't personally like this too. That person should be banned from the Super Bowl.
Well, I think
why do you care?
It's politics.
I mean, but
it's that. It's also when social media dropped and everyone has a platform now to complain. Not everyone likes every artist that comes out in the Super Bowl. It doesn't mean you need to complain about it all the time.
I'm just
People
saying,
was complaining about Snoop, Dre, Eminem, and 50.
Yeah, I'm sure
they
dudes.
They out of their mind. They out of their mind.
The dudes
It'll never be nothing better.
Take the selfies and their sunglasses and their pickup truck. They've been mad about the halftime show for the past 5 years.
Here's what I'll say. I would just ask for anybody I don't necessarily have to like everybody's music that plays. I don't listen to Bad Bunny. Not because I don't like him or anything. I just don't listen to a lot of that style of music. However, I feel like the people who are making this about, oh, he's got some stance that I don't like, some political stance. Who would you like to see play the halftime show? I'm sure if you asked a lot of those people who are against Bad Bunny playing the halftime show, if you said, hey, what's an artist you liked that played the halftime show? I bet you they would say something like, well, Paul McCartney played it years ago. Why couldn't we do that? Paul McCartney was a member of the Beatles. And if you don't remember this, they said something when it got misconstrued, it got misquoted, but they made a point that they had reached such popularity at one point in their careers. They said, we might be more popular than Jesus. And when they said that, they lit like half the country on fire. That's what the Beatles said back in like the 60s.
And then Drake came and beat them.
Well, I'm just saying, like, everybody has had some stuff that they say in their careers that maybe is a little bit, oh, I don't like what that guy said. That fine. You don't have to listen to it.
And that'll be the same person that says, well, I don't want a non-American. Well, he is English. Okay? He just speaks an language you understand.
It's unfortunate because
Learn your history about this country. Puerto Rico is America. I don't know how people don't get that. That's part of the country.
It's unfortunate because one of the best performers will never perform at the halftime show.
Who's that?
Chris Brown. He'll never do it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Taylor Swift.
I don't know about.
I don't know about Chris Brown.
Chris Brown's had a few issues.
That's my point.
Well, yeah,
that's my point. One of the best performers will never perform there
because he's had some issues.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, like, did everything Prince ever said make everybody warm and fuzzy inside? No, but he put on a hell of a halftime show in the rain. By the way, that was one of the greatest halftime shows I've ever seen. So, like, I don't know, man. Just
beat the LA one.
Here's what's cool about life. You don't have to like everything that happens at all times. And you're welcome to have opinions on it. I just think sometimes now people get so bent out of shape over this guy. I don't even know who he is. Well, then that's because you're old. Like that's they're not making this show for you. They're making it for like a new audience they're trying to give the NFL. They are trying to, whether you like that or not, they know they already have most of the TV audience in America. They're trying to get worldwide with the NFL. And certainly Bad Bunny will probably help with that because he is globally famous.
And most people that are complaining that they're not going to understand what Bad Bunny's saying didn't understand what Kendrick was saying last year either. So it's whatever at this point.
Yes, but like if you go listen to like some of the bands that they do like, which is from like the 70s, I can't understand half of what those, like remember the song Inagata Davida? Like what did that even mean? That song was like a classic rock song that I still don't, supposedly it was in the Garden of Eden, but I don't know. Like I'm just saying, there's been lots of songs that I don't understand. I just sang the words and I like them and they're fun.
I'm still just going off the fact that why does it mute the TV and turn your sound system up and play your own halftime show?
My God.
Don't watch the Kid Rock one, apparently.
But you know what it is, though? Every year this happens. It seems like now every year we got to have like a whole segment of society that's got to have a hot take on the 20-minute halftime show at the Super Bowl. And I guess just don't watch it then.
Well,
like,
no
or go watch the Puppy Bowl. Don't they do that still? They have that thing. Go watch that.
Right. No one's going to be happy. Like a lot of people this year were like, Metallica because it's in the Bay Area. And it's like, I like Metallica. I saw Metallica at Sonic last year. But what year is it? Why are we going to have Metallica when they're 67-year-old dudes at the halftime show? This is supposed to be like a hip event.
Usher did it a couple years ago.
He's not 60 or 70 years old, Tyvis.
It would be, you know what, though?
He's getting up there.
And he's still swooning people's wives at his show.
Yeah, well,
with cherries.
That's fair enough. All right, so here's your mock draft. So we can already look forward to next year's. The as soon as we get through the Super Bowl, it's going to be on to combine and then on to draft, right? So Matt Miller, draft expert for ESPN, he put together his. I believe this is his mock draft for. I think this is his first one of the year, but it's for rounds 1 and 2. Here are his top 5. He has Fernando Mendoza going 1 to the Raiders. Number 2, he's got Arvell Reese going to the Jets. Love that. Arvell Reese has been like number 2 in almost every mock draft I've seen. Whether that will stay once the combine hits, I don't know, but that's where we're at right now. Number 3, Cardinals getting tackle from Miami, Francis Mauigoa, let him live. Titans getting Reuben Bain Jr. from Miami at 4, edge rusher, and Carnell Tate going top 5 to the Giants, obviously for the Buckeyes. The rest of the Buckeyes that they have here, Caleb Downs, they have going 7 to the Commanders, which I thought was pretty interesting. Sonny Styles going 12 to the Cowboys. And then rounding out, it's not the first round. Cade McDonald would be the first guy off the board in round 2, is what he has in this draft. So the top 33 picks, you would have, what did I say, 5 Buckeyes?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It doesn't surprise me. This is a pretty good team, pretty good roster you had this year.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know how good I feel about Arvell going to the Jets.
Well, you've been saying it's a fit thing, right? With like what scheme they run.
Because if they run a 4-3, I don't think that suits him. I think he's a 3-4 guy. But that, hey, you know what? I'm just a old, undrafted free agent guy who don't know too much. So what do I know?
You also told us 30 Matt Miller going just for what it's worth. Like, it doesn't matter if you got drafted or not. You're just giving your opinion on a player. That's totally fine.
You also told us like 30 minutes ago that you hate Aaron Glenn, so I just don't think you want Arvell Reese to play for him. That's what I heard.
I never said I hated Aaron Glenn.
No,
I said we got into
but
it.
I like that Dylan loves to just stir this into, now we have a rivalry on this show with you and Aaron Glenn.
And Russell Wilson.
For a Hot Take Tuesday.
By the way, with Aaron Glenn.
the comps he gives, by the way, for Arvell Reese, Matt Miller from ESPN, he says that Micah Parsons and Abdul Carter are the comps, which I mean that's pretty high praise. You'll take that if that's what you're getting. So
listen, he can play in the 4-3. He just got to be a DN, in my personal opinion.
By the way, that same mock draft, the Browns he has taking Spencer Fano, who is an offensive tackle from your favorite team, Tyvis?
Utah.
Yeah. So that'd be a tackle. Browns, I think, could do well to get a tackle. Certainly, offensive line is a need. The other pick they have, right? The Browns have the Jags pick, and he has them taking Denzel Boston, wide receiver from Washington.
No.
What are you talking about?
No.
He's 6'4", 210.
No.
He's a dude.
I watched the tape. No.
Oh, no. I like it.
It's only three, like, four. It's 4 dudes in this first round that if anybody else go in the first round, that they reach in. The 4 receivers is Jordan Tyson, Carnell Tate, Mekhi Lemon, and Casey Concepcion. That's it. Those 4 is actually like, I can see them coming in, boom, immediate impact. Everybody else, no.
I love that it would be the Browns taking one of the 4 that you say is not a dude.
Of course.
And that would
you lock up Denzel Boston right now, Tyvis?
I lock up JJ right now. Yeah.
It's a Hot Take Tuesday.
What's wrong with y'all?
Hot Take Tuesday. All right.
Today, one rep today.
By the way, the Bengals, they have taking at 10, Mansour Delaney's corner from LSU. So, all right. I mean, like, you could add some defense there. We do
Where did you say,
we
Caleb?
do know they need some defense.
Where was Caleb?
Caleb's 7 to the Commanders. I mean, taking a safety that high, he even says in this mock draft, like, yeah, that's a little high for a safety, but that's how good this guy is.
I seen this whole thing that talked about Caleb being a bust, and I was like, that's crazy. And I'll you know what? We got to go to break. I'll tell you a little bit about it when we come back.
That and more of your hot takes coming up next on a Hot Take Tuesday. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Well, when it comes to your Tuesday commutes, we are still seeing some major backups, 6 miles per hour for your travel times over in New Albany. That's after a crash on 161 eastbound, just passing 62 out there. Not too far away, we are noticing a disabled vehicle, 161 westbound, just passing Hamilton Road. That left lane is blocked. We also have a crash over by Lewis Center, 23 southbound at Lewis Center Road, where that left lane is blocked. 19 miles per hour for your travel times out there. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
At Great Lakes Hyundai.
The savings are so good at Great Lakes. But have you seen our inventory? With over 1,000 new Hyundais to choose from, there's no need to settle at glakeshyundai.com. Find a new Palisade with the exact options you need, or a new Tucson in that color you have been seeing around town. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile coverage. At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings and selection are so good.
Most people don't think about their garage door until it stops working. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Door Service. A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. There's never a good time for your garage door to break, whether you're rushing to work or you're trying to get the kids to school. We know how much you rely on your garage door. That's why we offer same-day repairs, because life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Over 90,000 five-star reviews don't happen by accident. They happen by putting people first. Fixing your garage door is what we do, but making your life easier and your home safer is why we do it. Families trust us because we deliver, and we'd be honored to earn your trust too. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Door Service today.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Fall is a season of change, and Hinderer Motor Company is turning over a new leaf with big savings. This is Justin Hinderer. Right now, any one of our participating locations is paying up to $3,500 over Kelley Blue Book value. That's right. Drive in your current vehicle and leaf with one of ours today. Don't wait. The leaves are falling and so are the prices. At Hinderer Motor Company, we love what moves you.
Getting cold feet? Call Care Heating and Cooling and we'll fix your furnace fast. Call 1-800-COOLING.
From military life to a rewarding career in IT, kickstart your new journey in a matter of months in the fields of IT and cybersecurity, including AI. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including VA benefits.
How many different ways can you consume morning juice? Let's see. Live on YouTube, live on the Fans HD3 podcast on demand, and on 10 TV Plus. And we'll send Bobby right to your house.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 8.
The Fan.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing.
School secretaries, custodians, nurses, paraeducators. These are just a few of the education support professionals who help schools in Ohio run smoothly every day. We are so grateful for these educators who ensure our students have a safe ride to school, healthy meals, and so much more. Please join me in saying thank you.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association. February is Children's Dental Health Month, so make sure you make an appointment for your child to visit an Ohio Dental Association member dentist. ODA member dentists are located throughout the state and are dedicated to providing the highest quality dental care, are bound by the highest ethical standards, and have access to superior ongoing education and training. On your next visit, ask if your child's dentist is a member of the Ohio Dental Association and American Dental Association, so you know you're being treated by the best. To find an ODA dentist in your area, visit ODA.org.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Cloudy skies to start and milder than we've been, with wake-up temperatures in the upper teens to 20s. And then as we go into the afternoon, scattered snow showers mainly south of I-70. Otherwise, mostly cloudy with temperatures just under the freezing mark. For tonight, mostly cloudy with lows into the single digits. And then for Wednesday, mostly sunny skies with daytime highs in the mid to low 20s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
During this 10-second promo, Rothman will lose money gambling on something.
People like you come here and blow the family nest egg that built this town.
Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan. Tyvis hates Girl Scout cookies.
I hate it.
And little girls. And America.
I hate.
Seriously, Tyvis, what the hell?
Okay, whatever this is, I already hate it.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, guys, you've only got one life, so don't waste your time putting off something that could actually help you. If you feel like you've lost that energy you used to have, maybe 10, 15 years ago. Maybe you noticed it playing with your kids where you're like, man, I wish I had the energy these kids do. Well, we all lose a little bit of our energy as we get older, but if you're losing more than you would expect, if you're not seeing the results in the gym, if you're just not feeling like yourself, could be because you have low testosterone. You can talk to my friends at Columbus Men's Clinic about that. They have a solution for you. And the good news is it's not one size fits all. Like if you just go on some website and order it from some, website you never heard of, you just heard they have some kind of solution for you. That might work for you. It may not. But you go to Columbus Men's Clinic, you're going to get a tailored solution that is perfect for your body and your budget. They've been helping men get their safe, effective treatment since 2014. So they have a lot of experience with this. You can go right now to their office. It's a discreet meeting. You can talk one-on-one with a medical professional, get your blood work done, and find out what's really going on. If you need testosterone therapy, they can help you with that at Columbus Men's Clinic. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Takes about 30 seconds to book your appointment. Again, that's ColumbusMen'sClinic.com, or you can call them 614-300-7400 for Columbus Men's Clinic. By the way, they also treat ED, so if you're dealing with erectile dysfunction, you can also get that treated. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Schedule your appointment today.
We were talking about the Bad Bunny halftime thing, and you check the chat, and Jen Winters has entered the chat. And Jen Winters says, if you're that butthurt about it, take a dump, bring your phone with you to the bathroom. Her hot take, because it is Hot Take Tuesday.
Oh, yes, indeed it is. Thank you, Jen, for jumping in the chat. She also corrected me. So apparently with the Beatles, when they said they were bigger than Jesus, it was just Lennon who said that. And then
they shot him.
No. Jeez. Okay.
No, that was later
he
on.
apologized and said, whoopsie, my bad. And then still, but yeah, the point remains. People say things that are criticized. Doesn't mean that you can't move on from it. So
I like Chimity Chekwa's burner.
Oh, yeah?
Hot
What'd you say?
Take Tuesday. Ditch the music entirely. Dave Chappelle halftime show. Hey, you talk about something controversial.
Oh, my God.
Then he could do the Clayton Bigsby skit.
Oh, my
That's what America needs.
That would be. Yeah, I watched his latest stand-up, and
so good.
He went insane on that one. But that's what he does. He's a singular voice. I'll put it that way about Dave Chappelle. So we do have some more hot takes for you. This one actually comes from the Fan app. You can go on the Fan app, hit record audio, and then say your piece, and it will come to us. If it's good enough, we'll put it on the air. I don't have a name for this guy, but thank you for this Hot Take Tuesday take.
Here's my Hot Take Tuesday submission. The Columbus Blue Jackets' current branding is pretty bad. The star in their logo doesn't make sense now because there's the Dallas Stars. The big flag that's sort of in a C shape I don't like. Just call us the Columbus Cannons. Just use the Stadium Series jersey as a soft rebrand and go for the more muted color scheme, and you can keep everything about the brand identity the same. Oh, it's a weapon logo. There's a Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The Winnipeg Jets. That's a weapon. A jet. Of course. Yeah.
When I think of weapons of mass destruction, jet, first one I think of.
That's right. Well, I mean, by that logic, if we can't have the Winnipeg Jets, we can't have Jet Greaves, right? I mean, that would be, see, now he can't even, that's why Bones isn't using him as much. Elvis is not a weapon. But Jet is, so you got to be careful. By the way, if we're not allowed to have weapons around a stadium, I think we should probably look at some of the sponsorships on Ohio Stadium, because they got, one of the premier sponsors of Ohio State is a weapons manufacturer. So whatever that's worth. I forget what their name is, but it all says defend this house and protect this, and it's
that's Under Armour.
No. They make drones. We have a drone sponsor that's dropping bombs on people. They're sponsoring Ohio State.
You got snipers on the roof.
Sure.
I would. Yeah. You ain't never been to the game and seen them snipers.
You see the guy on the in the closed end. There's always been a police. Ever since I was a kid, there was a police officer, sheriff, somebody. I don't know if he's a sharpshooter, but they've had guys up there.
Better be. What are you talking about?
No, he's up there with a walkie-talkie. He's I see something. Someone else do it. I'm stuck
got that
up
thing
here.
Cock ready to roll.
Maybe they give him a parachute and some weapons so he can just jump off of there, base jump, and then start taking out guys. I don't know.
When I did the tailgate show. This was 3 years ago. This might be my first year doing the tailgate show. We went to Wisconsin, and we were set up right outside the stadium, or wherever we were, and it was a sharpshooter like there for us though, like to protect us.
Oh, I thought
like
you meant in case you got a bad takeoff.
Yeah,
they were like, "Oh, that's too much. That's too hot."
We weren't necessarily in the stadium, but like Mike Hall pointed out, like, look at that guy up there, and I looked at him and he waved. And I was like, oh, wow. I feel protected.
Oh, he had you. He was keeping it up. Wow.
Why didn't they protect you from Saquon Barkley? That's what I want to know.
No.
We talking about in college?
Yeah.
Well, that was just a rough day at the office. I mean, you know what? It's sad when you playing like a sport, and in the middle of the sport, you just realize like this dude is legit and he better than you. It's really a tough pill to swallow. It really is. And what made me feel better about it is, although I don't think I made one tackle, I think I missed every tackle on him that game. Raekwon McMillan, who's a for sure tackler, also struggled tackling in that game. So therefore, I wonder what Josh did. Oh, Josh is this Mr. Short tackler. I would love to know what his stats was.
Joshua Perry.
If he's out in the lobby, we can go ask him.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I can't do it because it's a 2-minute break, but I would love to know what his stats was in that Penn State game.
You run a 4.46, Tyvis.
Yeah, go run
out. I could. I didn't say it was impossible. I just don't feel like doing it.
Yeah, nothing. We learned from Kevin Garnett, nothing is impossible, right?
Hey, 2 minutes last a lifetime.
Well, it depends on who you ask.
We'll see my people at Tri-State Men's Health. They'll help you last an hour.
That's right. Sure enough. By the way, the big news of the day, and I'm not making this up. Like, this is legitimately, I think, some of the biggest news that's ever hit the city of Columbus. Columbus is going to host Olympic events 2 years from now. This is legit. We got the news today. The 2028 Summer Olympic Games are coming to Columbus with the Cruise Scott's Miracle Grove Field selected as one of the host venues for men's and women's soccer events for the Olympics. When they're in LA in 2028, they're going to put the soccer tournament games, because they have I forget how many teams are in the tournament, but it's a lot. So they're going to have to spread this out across the country because they can't just have them all in one venue in LA. There's no way they'll get all the games in. So they're actually going to have some here in Columbus.
I'm truly honored that I was able to break this news to you.
Yeah, you did.
This is you're so excited you to flip the table over.
Oh, I was. Listen. Can't wear sweatpants. Like it's a problem today. I'm very excited about our Olympic possibilities here. This is great.
Do you not care who's playing? Because there's a chance that it's not the United States.
That's okay. It's the Olympics.
I'm just asking.
National teams.
Just asking a question.
Do you know what what they do in soccer? This is true. I'm not making this up. It's the rule typically with Olympic soccer has been it's their under 23 team. So it is guys who are under 23 years old, and then they get like 3 or 4 exceptions. And sometimes they use that for someone like a Lionel Messi or whatever, where that guy will be an exception and be put on the Olympic team. But usually the guys who are under 23 for some of the best soccer countries in the world, these are the guys who are like the best players in the world. They're there's a dude for Spain, Lamine Yamal, who I think is 17 or 18 years old, is legitimately one of the 3 best players in Europe. But in these Olympics, he won't even probably be 20. So if he gets selected for Spain's national team, he could be playing here. You can watch a guy who plays for Barcelona and gets hundreds of millions of dollars to play soccer come here and play in Crew Stadium.
NBC covers the Olympics.
I do know that.
Joshua Perry works for NBC.
I am aware of that as well.
Well, he'd be hosting.
Oh, you know what? He's
I got 2 minutes. I can ask him.
I
got to ask him.
Soccer in his bag. He is a very talented individual.
I bet he's well-rounded enough to at least a little bit about
I'm going
to
sprint out there in 2 minutes and ask him 2 questions. So I got 2 questions to ask him.
Great. What are they? Does he know soccer? What was the other one?
What was his stats against Saquon Barkley?
Right. That's right. That'll be good.
By the way, you said that you were second on the team in tackles in 2015.
Missed tackles.
Oh, missed tackles.
Yes.
You were third in tackles, though?
Yeah, I be trying to tell that hater out there.
He was second.
I understand
he played
that.
linebacker.
Exactly. That's my point. This is my point. He be sitting out there talking about, he was first to miss tackles and then second to miss tackles, but didn't forget to tell y'all that he was third on the team. Like, hey, he can find riding the ball.
That's right. But I mean,
I can't make them all.
Can I ask?
My name ain't Ash.
So
I ain't the Pokemon guy.
And you're saying you've missed that many tackles because you were in on so many plays that you're bound to miss some.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense to me.
Is that because the guys up front weren't getting the job done and you had to clean up everything? Oh, wow.
Clearly.
Wow.
Or
Hot Take Tuesday.
my processing was just so good and I studied so well that I just knew where the ball was going and I just beat them to it. They should. It tells me they're not studying hard enough. That's what I got out of it.
By the way, Roger Goodell spoke to the media yesterday, and Roger Goodell got off a bit of a hot take. You will hear that in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Traveling on 315, a heads up here. We are noticing a left lane blocked after a crash at Olentangy River Road. 36 miles per hour, a little bit slower for your travel times on this Tuesday. We also still are watching a disabled vehicle by Canal Winchester in our southeast corner. It's happening on 33 westbound at Bowen Road, really by Gender Road. Expect some lane closures and some slowdowns at 9 miles per hour for your travel times this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Your mornings are jam-packed. So if you're going to add anything, make it your favorite bite from Tim Hortons. Buy any size beverage and add a daily baked donut for $1, a tasty bagel for $2, or a freshly cracked hot breakfast sandwich for just $3. It's the best way to add more to your morning. The 1-2-3 menu, only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer in restaurant. Tax extra exclusions and terms apply at timhortons.com/offer-terms.
Are you looking for the best deal on TRT? At Synergenics and Low T Center, you get powerful TRT dosed for your body and get it covered by insurance. It's TRT that actually works with your body. And this February, they're offering free testosterone tests and discounted peptides and GLP-1s to make getting your life back as easy as possible. So don't miss this opportunity now. It's the best time. Go to Synergenics.com or lowtcenter.com and book today. Don't wait.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
My toilet's clogged, backed up too. The sink is running slow. Water's backed up everywhere. Oh, please don't overflow.
Clogged drain, no problem. It's 93 or free. I'll clear any drain or you don't pay with a 1-year guarantee. It's 93 or free. Guaranteed. Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
If the sound of another man slammed against plexiglass turns you on, you've come to the right place. Proud to be your home for Jackets hockey. The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Your home for football, food, and fun. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
You can tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. It is, of course, one of our favorite days of the week.
It's Hot Take Tuesday!
So get them in. Tweet them to us at Bone and Tyvis 971. You went out in the break to ask Joshua Perry about the hot take of how he did against Saquon Barkley, and what did we find?
We found out that he is going to do crosstalk next segment. So, because I was literally about to ask him, and Reeser came out and said, no. Do crosstalk and do it on the air.
Oh, there you go.
We're going to save it because we care about the fans around here. We're going to save all conversation. I didn't get a chance to ask him, so he has no idea. We'll hear it live at 8:45.
Live at 8:45. That almost rhymed.
Because he's not listening. He's out there feverishly preparing for Bishop and Friends.
Yeah, he over there with that business cross on his phone looking at something. I said, I know you heard that. Well, no, I didn't hear anything. I'm locked in. No, he wasn't locked in on that Saquon game, I tell you that.
All right. So Roger Goodell, he did his state of the NFL address that the commissioner always does every year around the Super Bowl. He kind of opens up the media festivities with that and took a bunch of questions. You can go watch all of his questions. He had some answers to a variety of hot topics, but this is one that I think I don't know that a lot of NFL fans are going to agree with this one. Roger Goodell was asked about the officiating and how he thinks the officiating is going in the NFL. Here's what he said.
I'm so amazed at how good our officials are. I mean, we spend time all week looking at various angles and still debating it a week later. These guys have to make a split-second decision. And the men and women on our field are incredible. And I think that they've proven over and over again they're really wonderful at what they do. On the other hand, it's a difficult sport to officiate. It's fast, it's quick, and we have to be able to use technology, in my view, to try to prevent the obvious errors.
Okay. So just to be clear, they're super good at what they do, but when they get it wrong, it's not their fault because they're still good. But now we need technology to make sure that they're actually good. So it's okay. I mean, good for you if you can find someone in your life who looks at you the way Roger Goodell looks at the NFL officials. God bless, because that is someone who will stick with you for life. Because I've never understood why the NFL stands behind these guys so much. They clearly make mistakes.
Yes.
They clearly have games that are affected by it.
I don't understand why it's so hard to be like, we missed it. Like, well, you know they make mistakes. You know why? Because every Monday or Tuesday they come out and say, well, yep, they missed this call right here. It should have been this, that, and the third. Okay,
right.
Just so why even sit here play this game like they perfect?
For people that hate on officials, though, like what is the solution to your problem that you think is officiating?
I've got plenty
to bring
of
in
answers.
people that are better? Because I guarantee you that these people are the best. I
don't know that.
I think that most people that complain about officials, if they went and officiated Mighty Might's 6-year-olds, that they would miss calls and their parents would be on their ass because they suck at officiating that bad. It's not an easy job.
I didn't say it was. However, they're not. If I go to a restaurant where they say this is the best food in town, and I walk in and on the plate they serve me something that looks like a lunchroom chicken patty with like Kraft mac and cheese, I can eat that as a non-chef and say, this isn't what I thought I was getting at this, fine dining experience. That wasn't nearly the meal that I thought. That wasn't what I was promised. I was promised the best, and I'm not getting it. I think we can all look at that. And then if the chef comes out and is like, well, why don't you make the best meal in town? It's like, well, I didn't advertise that. Like, I came here because you did, and you served me something I could get at, like, the MCL cafeteria. Like, that to me is what the NFL, that criticism of like, well, you do it. I'm not an NFL ref. But I'm also not paid to be an NFL ref. And Roger Goodell, one thing they could do is make these guys full-time.
I do agree with that.
You could make them full-time. You could make the requirements to do it much higher. You could have like physical fit. I know they have physical fitness tests, but you could like enhance those to be something where maybe you have to be like borderline a pro athlete to, I don't know, run up and down the field with pro athletes. Maybe some of the guys out there shouldn't look like me who are running around in the stripes. Maybe that should be a thing. And also, if you haven't ever played the game, that's a negative.
Well,
if you haven't, I would like to see that type of stuff.
I actually prefer the guy to not play the game. You know why?
Why is that?
Because if they played the game, then that means they played a position, which means that they're going to have a little bit of favoritism towards that position. That's like if I referee and I seen a DB, I might not call it because I know how hard the position is to play.
I actually think that would be great because then you'd have like, you'd have a wide receiver, a former wide receiver throwing a flag on a defensive back, and then you're the defensive back official who comes in, and the two of you would just be arguing, and meanwhile the game is just not even happening because you two would be arguing it out. It actually would be highly entertaining. But I'm just saying, there's ways to fix this that are actually improvements that anyone could come up with. Roger Goodell just a lot of times refuses to do it.
It's not as bad as people make it out to be. Like some of the blatant stuff, like I feel like they go back and they get it right. It just takes a million years for them to get it right, but eventually it does. I mean, my only issues with referees has ever been, okay, if this is how we're going to set the tone in the first quarter, we're going to see how we playing it, especially for a DB. If you allowing the touching and the grabbing and the pulling, all right, then for 4 quarters, that's what it is. Then I know in my mind, all right, they letting us play today. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I don't need you to call it with 15 seconds left. All of a sudden now it's a holding or PI or something like that. I don't want to hear it there because you should have called it in the first quarter. That's my only thing. And then when you get the obvious blatant holding calls on because Myles Garrett gets 0, but he gets held a lot. Sure. And I understand why they probably we would just have to call it every play. Well, you might have to just call it every
That's
play.
what I don't understand, though, because, if you see that it's happening, then call it. And if you literally have a drive that goes from the 20-yard line down to the 2, because you keep getting, half the distance to the goal, whatever. I guess you wouldn't have that on defense, but you get my point. If you see a penalty happening over and over and over again, why not put it, call that penalty over and over and over until the team says, we got to get this guy out of there because he's literally holding every play.
Yep.
That does happen, does it not? We've seen that happen in the NFL where a guy gets 2 or 3 penalties in a first half and then suddenly he's not out there the second half. So, That would help if the officials want to get this stuff out of the game, if you want the game to be played correctly. But you're right. Sometimes they just look at it and go, well, guys are going to do that every play.
They're gonna
call it.
If they don't do it, they're going to get some robots to do it, and the robots going to call it.
Also, we have this situation, like you said, where it goes to what you were talking about, but even further. If we're in a Hail Mary situation in a one-possession game where they throw the ball down the field, and suddenly it's like, oh, yeah, you can just blatantly tackle a wide receiver before the ball even gets there. As he's in the air reaching out for it, never gets called. Like, those are things that drives fans crazy because you're like, we know that play would be flagged any other point in the game. But on the last play, well, we don't want the game to end on a penalty. Well, then don't commit a penalty at the end of the game. Like, that type of inconsistency should easily be fixed by the NFL. You could do it by having stats that measure these officials. You could, drop the ones out that don't do as good of a job. You could be transparent about it. I'm sure they do some of that evaluation anyway, right? These referees get evaluated. They have standards they have to meet. Why not make that public? Why not have a website where you can just go NFL referees, NFL.com/referees, and you can just look up, be transparent. You've asked us to watch these games and to give all this attention to it. And then when the biggest plays happen, we go, hey, is that referee good at his job? No, actually, it turns out he's bottom 5. Oh, well, then that would be helpful for us in our discussions about these games. That would help us when we're actually trying to figure out how's this game going to go. You know, it help us the gambling people who are like, well, is this referee good for this team, or is he typically call
give you a scouting report of the referees? Like when I was in Seattle, they would. This is the list. This is the referee crew this week. This is when you know how he is, so you don't even try it because he's gonna call it and blah blah blah. Like they give you that. So Coach Pete Carroll would always be like, I urge all of y'all to go up to these referees and say hi and ask them about their family because maybe they will give you.
Sure. No, I understand that the metrics exist for the teams. Why can't fans have access to that stuff? Why can't fans know that stuff? That's all I'm saying. Why not put that stuff out there? Make it more transparent.
Hey, y'all got to love him up this week because he will call us.
Yeah, that's a good strategy, though. That's exactly what you should do.
I got called an officiating stan in the chat. I don't know. Maybe I am, but these guys are human beings, and it's like, I don't understand people saying that officiating is problematic. Is the sport of football problematic because Josh Allen throws an interception every once in a while?
No,
Does that mean that the quality of play is terrible overall?
The difference is Roger Goodell doesn't go out there and say, hey, you're not allowed to talk about any of our quarterbacks. They're all doing phenomenal jobs. They're humans. Don't you dare criticize them. Like it's the protection of the officials over everyone else is judged on their performance in the NFL, but publicly the NFL will not criticize officials. And I find that odd because they let you criticize everybody else. Guys are getting fired left and right. We had 10 new coaches this year. Head coaches got fired because they didn't get the job done. Just be transparent like that about your officials, which are a huge part of the game. I think that's a very easy fix for this league.
You got to play so clean that you keep the officials out of it.
No, well, that's true, too.
That's loser talk.
That's exactly
I just think officiating is one of those things that when it's going great, you're not going to notice it and you're not going to get any credit. But as soon as you mess something up, it's there for the world to see.
Yeah, that's also kickers. Also left tackles.
Right.
Also half the guys on the safeties. You don't talk about them a lot until they're just letting guys bomb over the top. That's what we do when we talk sports. It's okay. We're allowed to do it. All right, we'll come back. We'll hit the buzzer next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Still down to the single digits for slowdowns after a crash in New Albany. 161 eastbound just passing 62, so expect some lane closures out there. For our friends in Lewis Center, still watching a crash on 23 southbound as you're heading towards that 270 intersection. That left lane is blocked and you're in the teens for your travel times. And still pretty slow for our friends in Canal Winchester, Pickerington. A disabled vehicle really causing a mess on 33 westbound at Bowen Road, so also expect some slowdowns out there. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Tired of snoring? Dr. Mark Levy can help with a custom mouthpiece that opens your airway and stops the snoring. No mask, no noise. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com today. Stop snoring. Sleep better. Live better. Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Bass R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us, bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
At ADP, we know you want your landscape business to succeed, but we don't know anything about landscaping. ADP only knows how to handle the business of your small business. So if ADP focuses on the payroll and the HR, while you focus on the land and the scaping, success should follow. Just don't expect us to know all about Kentucky bluegrass, zero-turn cutting, or what to do with a woodchuck. That's for you to figure out. Let ADP help your small business focus on the part of the business you're good at. ADP for small business.
Get Eco. Aaron, when we say same-day furnace installation, what does that mean exactly?
It means if you call us in the dead of winter because your furnace has died, we will install a new furnace the same day.
Get Eco. So by same day, you mean like the next day, but within 24 hours?
No, Jerry, the same day you call.
How can we do that? Do we really have furnace techs just sitting here waiting for emergency calls?
Yes.
And we have a whole warehouse full of different furnaces, so we'll have one ready to go no matter what you need?
Yes.
And we have extra trucks in the fleet, just parked and ready to be loaded at a moment's notice?
Yes.
How do we do that?
Jerry, how could we not do that? If your heat goes out in the middle of winter, that's an emergency. So we'll be there the day you call.
Get Eco. We should install a pole the guys can slide down, like firefighters.
No, Jerry, and please don't suggest that in front of the team.
Get Eco. GetEco.com.
Hey, it's T-Bone again. Listen up. Sleep apnea doesn't have to rule your nights. Dr. Mark Levy's been treating snoring and sleep apnea for over 15 years with proven results. And now he has an office in Marysville. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or go to sleepbettercolumbus.com. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like chew this gum and it grows new teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today.
Why does it matter to members that Aetna was named a Best Medicare Advantage company by U.S. News & World Report? Because they chose a plan that gives them real support, real people, and real care. We show up with care management that ensures doctors work together on complicated conditions. We show up with the latest in online tools to make healthcare easier to use anytime. We don't show up for awards. We show up for you. And showing up for you is how healthier happens together.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. The only contraband hiding in Tyvis's butt cheeks is a Kit Kat bar. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
You can tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. We are now joined by Joshua Perry.
I'm putting him on the stand.
Well,
hello.
So you're here because you're filling in for Bo. All right. So you're in for Bo because Reeser's here and Baker's here. So I didn't know if we were four-man booth in it or okay. So you're doing that. So you'll be all on Bishop and Friends coming up 9 to noon right here on the Fan. But Tyvis wants to get you on the stand.
Put him on the stand. Joshua.
Oh, boy.
You have spoken a lot about my missed tackles so much that Dylan just thinks that I just can't tackle at all, but he just recently found out that I was third on the team in tackles.
Yes.
Okay. I want to go back to a game where it wasn't it's not Michigan State in 2014, so ease your mind on that one. I want to take you back to a game where we went up against arguably one of the best players we've ever went against by the name of Saquon Barkley.
Yes.
In that game, I missed every tackle on him. I didn't make not one tackle on him.
Sure.
I learned that Raekwon also struggled in that game.
Yes.
after giving such a great halftime speech, too, or opening speech, now that I think about it, but he struggled tackling.
Sure he did.
You, the other day, said that you were a for-sure tackler.
Yes.
What was your stats in that game?
I got hurt the second play of the game. That's what my stats were.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, so he was going to try to come over here and say that I didn't have a productive game. Yeah, so you need to go look at Dante Booker and Cam Williams because I'd have had 10 tackles had I played the whole game.
Why
I would have been the one making the tackles. Yeah, and both of y'all found out what happens when Joshua Perry is not on the field. It becomes a little bit more difficult to make the play. Yeah,
you got hurt.
I did.
What happened to you?
Eli Apple missed a damn tackle and rolled up on my ankle. As a matter of fact, that's what happened.
Yeah, that's a problem when you get Buckeye on Buckeye crime where someone rolls on your ankle.
It's a hazard. People are out here flopping around on the field.
Ask our Columbus Aviators head coach Ken Gooden Jr. knows something about that.
The friendly fire is the worst injuries. It is the most pain. The second.
Am I off the stand now?
Yeah, you're off the stand.
Okay,
yes.
Good. All right.
Second thing, you work for NBC.
I do.
Well, T-Bone got a Woody today because he learned that the Olympics.
I don't know about any of that.
I was listening on the way in.
the Olympics,
yes.
right.
You work for NBC.
Yes.
Do you know anything about soccer? Will you be on the call?
I won't be on the call. I'm trying to find a way to get an Olympic assignment while it's here in the States. So I did hear you talking about the idea that soccer will be played here. It's intriguing because some of my colleagues are heading out to Italy right now, and it's Milan Cortina, but some of the venues are an hour and a half, 2 hours away from where most of the central action is happening.
Sure.
So I did a little research here. Because of soccer being in Columbus, among other places, softball is going to be played in Oklahoma City, so that's not L.A. And then for Paris, surfing was happening in Tahiti, which is 15,000 kilometers away from Paris. And that is the furthest a medal event has been held away from the center of the Olympics. Fun fact for
I
you
remember
guys.
because they had like a boat, like a big cruise or something that all the athletes were staying on because they would go out in the water and then they'd take the boat out to where the waves were and do that. But you're right. Yeah, they didn't do it in Paris.
No.
Clearly. So,
yeah. So it's not really L.A., you know?
Yeah, but it's LA's the anchor city.
Sure.
And then like when you go to a mall and it's like, well, there's a Sears, right? That's the anchor store. But then way down there is the store you're actually interested in. That's with the soccer. We're going to be like one of those extra. We're going to be Spencer Gifts of the anchor city.
We're going through Sears to get to Spencer's Gifts.
Yeah, that's right. But you know what though? I actually saw Luke, who tweeted us, had a good point. He's like, it's the Columbus Olympics with other events being hosted in LA. And I think that's the way we actually take that.
That's the way
it's the U.S. Olympics.
It's our Olympics, and L.A. is kind of mooching off of our great soccer stadium. Now they get the rest of these, they can have their track and field and all that stuff. But, yeah, the fact that you're going to have Olympic matches here, and next year you're going to have the women's Final Four will be here, too. Yeah. So in 2 years in a row, you are going to have some pretty big national events, worldwide events that will be coming to the city of Columbus.
By the way, cool. USC football is still trying to figure out what they're going to do in the aftermath of the Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have a place to play.
That's insanity.
Yeah, it's wild.
Well, aren't they going to take time
They're going to play
next year as well to because they have to, so for people who don't know, they have to convert their stadium to a track and field.
Yes.
Which it is currently not. Which now this is even more bizarre to me, is NASCAR used to do this thing called the Clash at the Coliseum. And they took and put down asphalt and fencing and walls, and they raced inside of that stadium. And then as soon as the race was over, they broke up all the asphalt, they put the grass down, and by the time football season came around, they could play on the surface again. So the fact that you could have a NASCAR race in that stadium and it not disrupt football, but to get like track and field stuff put down, sorry, it's going to be like a 2-year disruption. That boggles my mind.
The Olympics is really not great for the host city once they're gone.
True enough.
They have to find housing and dorms for all of these, and then you got to set up different venues, and then the Olympics leaves, and you're just like, okay, what the hell are we actually doing with all this stuff? Right. And at the time, by the way, the logistics are bad.
Oh,
like traffic. bad enough in L.A.
Yeah,
Best of
that's
luck.
terrible.
Well, that's what they talked about doing in
Police
Chicago too.
escorts.
They would have done they were talking about doing it in Chicago, and it's like there's no way.
No.
Like at least
Chicago
here,
traffic,
this will be
terrible,
like
too.
you will have maybe. I don't know, a dozen or fewer matches here.
Yeah, it won't
and
be.
like it'll be like a soccer game
Right.
every other day or something won't be a bad disruption.
No.
But if you had 20 events going on all times, like all over OSU campus and all over, no, it'd be. I'm glad we're not getting the full Olympic experience here, just a little bit of it. But yeah, the Olympics coming to Columbus. Very cool thing. All right, what do you guys have coming up on the show today?
A lot of sports. We're going to be talking a little NBA.
Hey.
Trade deadlines coming up.
Hey.
We got some RSN discussions as well. Where are you guys going to watch games? It's a question that people are asking.
It's a very good question because there is a.
Yeah, used to work for an RSN. Bad business.
Yeah, those are going to be tough going forward. And yeah, I know that's affecting baseball. It affects hockey. It affects basketball. So yeah, all right, good stuff coming up. Bishop and Friends, 9 to noon, right here on The Fan. Thank you, Joshua. Appreciate it.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Feeling the chill? Call the experts at Logan Services now for hot deals on Train furnaces, including 0% APR for 60 months.
I saw this from Tom Brady. He was asked about the Seahawks-Patriots matchup, and he said, quote, "I don't have a dog in the fight. May the best team win."
He messed up.
What?
He's messed up.
Yeah, he said Roger Goodell, find someone who looks at you the way Roger Goodell looks at NFL officials. Find the opposite of what Tom Brady looks at the Patriots as, because they gave that man a statue in front of their building, and he's like, who am I expected to root for here? I don't know. I just hope everybody has a good time.
He's a media member.
Yeah, I'm about to say, he's trying to be professional.
Impartial member of the media.
Yeah, except for when he owns the Raiders. Like that, except for that journalistic integrity.
So then
that's
he
gone
would
right
have
out
a
the
dog in
window.
the fight if the Raiders were playing.
Yeah, thank God they're not ever going to be relevant. So that's good. So you won't have to worry about that.
Fernando Mendoza, you're gonna lead on.
I've got Fernando takes I'd love to share with you guys one day. I'm not sold.
I mean,
But I don't know how you could be.
I mean, you do have 3 hours coming up. Share them with all of us.
I've been
We'd love
trying
to hear
to.
them.
Been
We'd love to hear
trying
them. Well, you know what? I will be listening in. If you decide to fire one off, it's good. Because even though it's not on their show, it remains all day long on The Fan. It's still a Hot Take Tuesday. So, Joshua, thanks for coming in. We'll listen to Bishop and Friends 9 to noon next. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Over on the north side, we are noticing a crash on 71 southbound at that 270 westbound intersection. That right shoulder is currently blocked. Downtown, do expect some lane closures on that 670 westbound ramp as you head towards 315 north because of a crash out there. In Plain City, the left lane is blocked on 33 eastbound, just passing 42 because of a crash. And another crash happening just outside Marysville. Expect some lane closures on 33 westbound, just passing Northwest Parkway. I'm 10 TV's Brina Albizu with your fan traffic. Have a great and safe Tuesday.